Good evening to one and all. Guru Nanak Institute of Management, Punjabi Bagh, New Delhi has taken an initiative in organizing AICTE ATAL Faculty Development Program on cutting-edge AI techniques for teaching and research, scheduled from November 10 to 15, 2025. This FDP serves as a valuable platform aimed at empowering faculty members and researchers with the latest advancement in artificial intelligence, enabling them to integrate innovative tools and techniques into academic and research practices. Let us begin this FDP with a soulful recitation of Mool Mantra, the sacred opening verse of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, invoking truth, oneness, and divine wisdom. I request everyone to kindly cover your head for Mool Mantra. Kindly cover your head for Mool Mantra.
जे लखवार चुपे चुप न होवे जे लाए रहा लिवतार भुखिया भुख न उतरी जे बन्ना पुरिया पार सहस्याण पलख होई ता इक न चले नाल किव सचियारा होए किव कूड़े टुटे पाल हुक्म रजाई चलना नानक लिखिया नाल
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. It gives it gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt introduction to the esteemed member of this FTP, Chief Patron President DSGMC Sardar Harmeet Singh Kalka ji, Chief Patron General Secretary DSGMC Sardar Jagdeep Singh Kalon, Patron Chairman GNIM Sardar Kashmir Singh, Patron Manager GNIM Sardar Amrinder Pal Singh Ji Kukreja, Coordinator, our respected Director Ma'am, Professor Dr. Maninder Kaur Ma'am, Coordinator, Dr. Ekta Gupta Ma'am. Behind every initiative lies the vision and determination of an inspiring leader who drives growth, innovation, and continuous improvement. In our esteemed institution, Director Ma'am, Professor Dr. Maninder Kaur Ma'am leads all the initiative. Professor Dr. Maninder Kaur Ma'am is the director of Guru Nanak Institute of Management, a prestigious A-ranked institution affiliated with Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. She has over 22 years of academic experience and 8 years in educational administration, including her tenure as Deputy Director, Higher Education DSGMC. Dr. Kaur is a passionate academician, prolific researcher, and speaker, having presented and published numerous papers in national and international forums. She is a reviewer for reputed journals and an active member of International Association of Commerce and Management. Her leadership extends to advisory roles in several renowned organizations. She has conducted student counseling sessions, led social initiatives, and organized career guidance fair with participation from over 84 national and international institutions. Her efforts span across faculty development programs, entrepreneurship, youth empowerment, and industry institute interaction. Her profile has been featured among global success stories of prominent Sikh scholars and educationists. I request ma'am to kindly welcome the gathering with the warm as she always. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Seema. Thank you for your great introduction and very heartfelt words. Rather, a researcher is a person who is known by his works. And today, with this initiative at Guru Nanak Institute of Management, good evening to all respective resource persons and enthusiastic participants. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to everyone present for this faculty development program on cutting edge AI techniques for teaching and research. In today's era of digital transformation, artificial intelligence is in every aspect of life, including the field of education and research. And keeping that in mind, we have selected this very much topic. The integration of AI in teaching methodologies and academic research is opening new horizons for innovation, creativity, and efficiency. GNIM has always been at the forefront of academic excellence and continuous professional growth. We regularly organize national and international conferences, FDPs, seminars, power talks to provide our faculty, researchers, and students with opportunities to enhance their knowledge and stay updated with emerging global trends. This FDP is another such initiative aimed at strengthening our academic ecosystem through meaningful interaction and knowledge sharing. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all distinguished source persons for becoming a part of this FDP. I also appreciate the sincere efforts of organizing team for their meticulous planning and dedication. No doubt, AI techniques are transforming teaching and research nowadays. Yes, AI can help tailor learning experiences to individual students' need, abilities, and learning styles. AI powered systems can provide one to one support and feedback system to students, helping them grasp complex concepts. AI can also help and reduce teachers' workload by automating grading assessment tasks. By AI can create immersive and interactive learning environments that stimulate real world scenarios. As far as the research is concerned, AI can help researchers to analyze big, large data and identify patterns and make predictions. AI can also assist researchers in conducting literature in a very conducive manner. While we're talking about AI techniques in this cutting edge, AI techniques offer many benefits in teaching and research, but yes, we cannot forget the potential risk and harms to consider. Like AI systems can perpetuate existing biases and inequalities if trained on biased data, leading to unfair treatment to certain students. Yes, AI can lead to a lack of human interaction and empathy, which are essential for student development and well being. Excessive use of AI can create dependence on technology, hindering students' ability to think critically and solve problems independently. AI systems can be vulnerable to cyber attacks, compromising student data and disrupting the learning processes. And if you have gone through the news right just 2 days back, there was a heavy disruption in US schedule bank because of the fall of AI. As far as the research is concerned, AI can introduce methodological flaws if not properly validated, leading to incorrect conclusions and research findings. AI can be opaque, making it difficult to understand how conclusions are reached and underdetermining the research reproducibility. AI can lead an over resilience on data, neglecting the importance of human interpretation, context, and expertise. AI generated research techniques outputs can raise questions about ownership, authoritative, and obviously intellectual property rights. PPT, please. Few Guru Nanak's wisdom, since this institute is dependent, is being named after our first Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. I would not hesitate in referring over here the wisdom words of Guru Nanak Ji's in the age of AI. Yes, because we are talking from Shabad to synapse. It's a blessing to stand and to reflect on how Guru Nanak Dev Ji's timeless teaching connect with the world of artificial intelligence. Reading, listening, singing, and yes, applying. Guru Nanak Dev Ji once said, Vichar karni, reflect and apply what you learn. That's, my friend, is called true intelligence. Today, our machines can read, listen, and even sing, but the power to apply meaningfully that belongs to us, who are called human beings. When we read, our visual and language enters light up. When we listen, our auditory system connects to empathy. When we sing, multiple brain regions synchronize, aligning our emotions, thoughts, and actions. In neuroscience, this is called neural coherence. In Sikhism, it's Nam Simran, the synchronization of mind, soul, and through vibration of words. So when we read Gurbani, listen to Kirtan, or sing the Shabad, we are literally training our neurons towards peace, focus, and unity. AI learns from the data, as we all know. And those data is what the human beings, Guru Nanak taught us, learn from reflection and application. He said, Soche soch na hove, je sochi lakhwar. Mere thinking does not bring wisdom. Wisdom is in karni, that is action, in applying what we know with awareness. And that's what makes us sick. Not a blind follower, but a learner and an implementer. Every Sikh is an example of applied intelligence. Here, Sikh is not related to any of the religion, but an human being we are talking about. AI can process, but only humans can apply with purpose and compassion. Where Seva, Langar stands for justice, it's not just service, it's applied intelligence guided by a divine algorithm. It's the mind and heart working together, something no machine can replicate. When we talk about the seva, these brains release oxytocin and dopamine, the chemical of connection and happiness. Their neurons literally rewire towards empathy and joy. The turban is not just a cloth, it's a crown of consciousness. It symbolizes focus, discipline, and identity. That's the neuroscience of compassion. So every Sikh serving, every human being serving society from langar to disaster relief is not just doing good. They are creating neural harmony in the world. Guru Nanak taught us to bridge knowledge and action. Today's AI is a great at knowledge, but it lacks at purpose. Human brings meaning. Let's AI handle information and let human lead transformation. Let Shabad guide the sympathies. Let the turbaned mind lead the intelligent machine. But true intelligence is not in knowing, it's in the living the truth. That is Satnam Vaheguru. The major part when we say that AI is ruling the world, is going to rule the world, the consciousness of mind, apathy, awakeness, awareness has to be the lesson of our young hearts because applying things compassionately, understanding the things in a meaningful manner, able to manage the things in a proper way in the betterment of the society as a whole in the world because a lot nowadays is going on which is against the ethics of compassion need not to be mentioned over here, but everyone knows about everything. So, with these mind, heart, and intelligence applied compassion, with Guru Nanak's wisdom of age in the age of I welcome you all once again. And I also welcome my distinguished guests and the co-speakers who are today working and obviously in a research pattern going to discuss. Today's speakers, my respected and most near friend, Professor Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna ji, Vice Chancellor, Chandigarh University. And the second speaker, he is talking about uncovering employee job satisfaction, Dr. Sandhya Makkar, Senior Lecturer and Course Leader, AI, and Data Science from Sheffield, Hamel University, England. I welcome you both on today's rostrum. From this platform, I also want to have convey my regards to all the participants, my staff members who are there to just learn what is there, but in a wisdom form. I am confident that this FDP will serve as an excellent platform for collaborative learning, idea exchange, and academic enrichment, helping all participants gain valuable insights into the latest AI application in education and research. Thank you and best wishes for a productive and inspiring session ahead. Thank you very much and all the best. Good evening to all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and inspiring words that have truly motivated us all. Your thoughtful address has set a positive tone for the event. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, the rules for FTP. Dear participants, requirement to download the certificate from ATAL portal. For step 1, check your attendance. It should be more than or equal to 80%. Step 2, check your test score. It should be more than or equal to 70%. Fill the feedback form on at ATAL portal for the FDP which you have attended. Note, in case of attendance and test score is not as per step 1 and 2, you won't be able to download the certificate. Kindly keep a note of this, all the participants. Now, today, for the first session, we have an eminent resource person, Professor Manpreet Singh Mannaji. For first session, he will be conducting on the topic Empowering Global Education Sustainability with AI. Professor Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna sir, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University with over 3 decades of excellence in teaching, research, and academic leadership. Dr. Manna sir has made remarkable contribution to shaping India's higher education landscape. He is a former director of AICT and founder director of Swayam MOOC. He has been instrumental in revolutionizing digital learning and promoting innovation through initiatives like Smart India Hackathon. With more than 160 research publications, 66 patents, and numerous national and international recognitions, Dr. Manna sir continues to inspire educators and learners alike. We are truly privileged to have him with us today for this enthusiastic faculty development session, where his insight, vision, and experience will surely ignite new ideas and motivate us all. Let's extend a warm welcome to Professor Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Seema. And a special thank to Dr. Maninder ji. She is so close to my heart as my sister, as my colleague, as my friend. And whenever any request comes from her side, I never say no because you know
Thank you.
for
Yeah.
every good cause, she is conducting the workshops, seminars, conferences, and of course FDPs as well as. So I got an opportunity sometimes to visit physically also her institution, and she is really maintained very well. She's carrying a very good legacy from there, and all the faculty members, staff. I congratulate for again conducting such a very wonderful topic, very precise topic for this FDP. And today is the inauguration of this FDP, and now it is going to be a first session. The responsibility come to me, so it is why a tough job for me to be set the context and set the tone for the listeners, viewers, and of course participants first, so that they can understand what level of speakers she invited. But I will try to do the justice with all this. Now, just allow me to be show my presentation. So may I allow to be screen sharing so I can start with this. Before I'm going to start today, when we are talking about the artificial intelligence, sometimes I do wonder. In this world of artificial intelligence, I think our minds are very much artificial. Why I'm saying, uh, just see, she was talking about Guru Nanak's learnings. And of course, this institution is in the name of our first Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So I should begin from that. Our Guru Nanak Dev Ji given a very clear mandate for SDG 17. I think many of us must be knowing. I'm giving a one brief out of one paudi. Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata Tart Mahat. Does mean that our own first Guru given this mandate to all of us, human mankind, that you treat your Pavan, means your air, as a Guru. Guru means as a God, as a mentor. And unfortunate part in my country, I could witness in 5th of November, during the Guru Nanak Guru Purab, we were polluting the air by the firecrackers. Just see, do you think our Guru Nanak will be happy to see will be what my kids? I said Pavan Guru, and you are polluting a Pavan because of my birthday. You want some firecrackers? Just see where we are. We are polluting air, we are polluting water, we are polluting earth also by doing these activities. So this is really a very, sometimes I feel shameful to whole community, and especially the community where I am belongs to. We supposed to understand it. I think the more crackers are in Punjab only, being we have the majority of the Sikh people and the followers are here. But instead of lighting a lamp somewhere in Gurdwara or at home, और जिसको कहते हैं हम कि देसी घी के दिए जलाने चाहिए, या किसी गरीब के मुंह में एक प्रसादा, एक निवाला देना चाहिए, किसी गरीब बच्ची की शादी करवानी चाहिए, ऐसे कर्मों में, ऐसे समय पे हम पटाखे चला रहे थे. एनी हाउ, दिस इज द वन सेंटिमेंट्स आई जस्ट वांटेड टू शेयर. थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग द स्क्रीन सो दैट नाउ आई कैन start with my today's presentation which I just brought for you people. And just let me know that are you able to see my screen so that I can start accordingly. So I hope my screen is visible. organizers can endorse this. Is it my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Anyone?
Yes, sir, it is
Okay,
visible.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear participants, of course, it is one of the faculty development program and especially designed at the time when you completed your day course and you don't have to take any duty leave to be conducting or to be even attending such a program, which is going to be have the next level of learning for you. Next level of learning for you, as well as it is going to be more beneficial for your learners, those are coming in your classroom. So for that reason, I have designed my presentation because what you are learning, that is a one level of discussion, but through you, what your learners are going to be learn, being you are a teacher, you are a faculty, you are a professor, you are a dean, or you may be director. So empowering a global education, I'm not talking about one institution. I'm talking not about a one classroom. I'm talking about the global education sustainability. You know, the SDG goal 4, that is the Sustainable Development Goal 4, is talking about the education for all, education with the quality, and of course, equilibrium is very important. Till date, it's a very difficult to understand sometimes. I still remember one pain with you people. I did my, metric class from one of the Punjabi school medium. So Punjabi medium school, I did my metric and it was the Punjab School Education Board. When I was about to take a non-medical in a 10 plus 1 in one of the college here, because at that time the colleges also started at 10 plus 1 and 10 plus 2. And it was a few years it was with the colleges. Again, they're taken away with the schools only as per the government rules comes time to time. It is one of the oldest college in this Asia and the government Mahindra College. There is a very high ranking over there for getting admission. I put my application. I put my marks there and score. They said, okay, we are going to be make the merit list. Since you are from Punjab board, so we will consider your percentage 5% less as compared to the CBSE percentage. CBSE will take at par only, but for the Punjab School Education Board, I was wondering, is it some kind of a discrimination? Is start just beginning of my career of education, up to metric, what we are doing, spoon feeding only. After that, only plus one, plus two, and then of course engineering. So I was so kid, I have no way to do the arguments with the people because I was too young. Even my parents could not put a voice. He was a banker, but he could not, or I could not, I still could not digest it. Why? Otherwise, I could have to take an admission in CBSE school or other ways or whatever the ways. Anyhow, I got admission in Government Mahindra College only. I did my plus one, plus two there. I did my engineering, MTech, PhD, everything. What is that? This is what the problem we have to be solved. We are still making so many discriminations with our own policies or some kind, other kind of things, which is the artificial intelligence may probably give sometimes the solutions if we are understanding. Just look it over here. What I just want to say, number of Indian institutions in the QS World University Rankings over the past decade, just in a 10 years, 318% of the highest growth among the G20 nations, including India. Of course, 10 years before, hardly 5 or 6 institutions they're supposed to be participate in the QS World Ranking. Of course, our NIRF was not existing there. It also came late. I still remember it came just somewhere in 2017-18 when I was in AICT. The first NIRF booklet has been get published. And of course, Madam Simriti Irani ji was kind enough being a minister. That is the concept has come. What I'm saying over here, when we are start competing with the global institutions, and when our learners today, when our young aspiring minds are also looking the similar opportunities in our country, already 7 universities has come up and 13 more likely to be established by within next 12 months in India from the other countries and the top ranked universities because they said top 500 QS ranked universities welcome to India. Top 200 QS, ranked universities, QS world ranked universities, we will provide you some PPP model also, like we will providing you land, maybe capex or kind of things. This is the openness by the government of India. It's a good also. I do appreciate. But at the same times, we have to be empower our own existing institutions and universities, not only by simply putting a one mandate that you show this, you show that. How to cover up, how to maintain, how to sustain. That is very important. I think sometimes technology may help you if the other people are not helping. Look at some other way. Started after independence, we were just having a 30 universities. You can count on fingers. Jadavpur University, of course, it is the pre-independence university, the oldest university. Jadavpur University, College of Engineering, Pune, of course, Delhi University, and Punjab University, which was in Lahore and now shifted to Chandigarh at the time. So these are the few universities were there. And today we having a more than 1200 universities existing over this period. Same way with the colleges also. Just a few, Lalpur Khalsa College, we used to say, then Shri Ram College, we used to say, St. Stephen, some colleges, we can still recall them because they were there before independence. And today, I think you can't, doesn't know in your district also how many colleges are there. You sometimes may not count. It is a good sign. We have an environment, we have an ecosystem where the students can go and take their graduation. But unfortunate part is still our gross enrollment ratio is not more than 29%. Although it's improved from last 1 decade, thanks to the central government, they brought the SWAM kind of a project with the ODL, OL system. So many students, those could not go to the colleges, they can still do the graduation sitting at home by using their laptop or maybe these services as we are conducting this FDP in a virtual mode. So these are the some services which we provided. Look at the next jump. I think you will be agree with me to certain level. The state public universities 24.5 lakh to 29.8 lakh, just 21.8% increase, whereas the private universities it is from 2.7 lakh to 16.2 lakh. This increase is 497% just in a decade, as per the ASHE, as per the data which has been taken from the Government of India portal. The central universities range is again somewhere in 26%. Why? Reason? Question mark comes in your mind, and it is very much true. And if this is the race or this is the exponential graph which is going to be make a change, so very soon I think many of our government institutions either they will go for PPP model like a triple ITs or maybe given to the private entities. Reason number one, how fast approval process. Point number two, sustainability model. Of course, the grant comes, but up to what level? The grant which used to be released 15 years back and grant today is released, I think there is a big difference. Although there is no difference in the collection of the taxes or GSTs or many things. But still, I think government intention is to be make the education self-sustainable. Although it's not feasible or sometimes it's not a good sign also, because we have say around 60% of the population which they cannot afford the today's medical sciences, I believe, or even more than 80% of population may not can imagine even to sending a guy for a master of doctorate like MD in medical sciences, etc. See the fee structure, it's different even for the engineering also. But at the same time, the private universities are flourishing. The point number three is to bringing the technology as early as to their campuses with the emerging technologies, with the recent trends, and of course, internationalization. This is what the NEP 2020 says. But certain reasons, if the government institutions are unable to do like this, they still can have something. What is that? In the sustainable development model, because we are talking, first we should understand sustainability, then immediately I will switch over to AI, how the AI is going to be help you. That's why I designed my lecture and I hope you will be with me for next 50 minutes to be understand it. Economic sustainability, we call it as a green economy. The word when the green comes now, we get some, oh, mama, it's a green food. Okay, we'll have it. Oh, it's a green crackers. We can burn. End of the day, anything excess or everything in a just putting a word, the very lucrative word kind of a green or something, I don't think it will give a solution until unless the organically it's a green. So green economy does mean that you are generating something beneficial for society. In lieu of that, you are getting a revenue out of it also. Then it is a green economy. Yes. If you are selling electric vehicles in India and putting some margin for the profit also doesn't harm anyone because you are selling a green fuel transportation to the society. If you are not applying the pesticides and you are growing a good bananas as well as tomatoes and potatoes, charging little higher than the ordinary market rate, but still not giving a cancers to many of us, not giving a number of diseases or not reducing our age or ailments, I think it's still a green economy. Same kind of thing in an institution. The green economy does mean that if your institution is capable of having the rainwater harvesting, they have a capable of the solar energy generation, they have the capability like a Hawa Mahal kind of a classrooms where you do not require the lights at the daytime or even up to evening, and the sunlight is properly coming to your room, and to make sure that your screen is also going to be green in nature, which is not emitting any kind of radiations. I think this is the one way, the green economy of the institution, which is not taking a big fee, but at the same time giving a free electricity to the whole institution. And in India, it's viable. You see, the ONGC can be have a green building over the whole one airport, which having a huge number of ACs there. You go to the Kochi International Airport, which is a UNESCO declared awarded green airport, which is not taking a single unit from the electricity board. The whole energy is generated from the solar. It is in Kochi, it is in Kerala. Then why not in Punjab or Delhi NCR? And today, when we celebrated Diwali, although the green crackers were allowed, but I think the limits should be there, not by the enforcement by the government or NGOs, by mankind, self-regulation. अपने माता पिता को, अपने बच्चों को ये जरूर सिखाना चाहिए कि देश पहले है, देश की जनता पहले है। समाज को एक अच्छी सोच तभी मिलेगी अगर अच्छा पर्यावरण मिलेगा। If you can't give an environment, I cannot think properly. You ask me to sit somewhere on the muddy area, and you asking me to be write some thesis. You ask me to sit just during this time in Delhi in Baramda and writing some technical paper. Do you think I'll be able to? I'll be going to get asthmatic attack. I'll be asking, give me some oxygen or give me some filter. So the green economy does mean that if you cannot give a green culture, then forget it about the economy. If the good research paper is not written, that tomorrow how the patent will be happen, the patent will not happen, how the technology transfer will take place, and how you say the cheaper. That's why the China, you see the China, where is the China today and where we are because of this green culture, the circular economy and financial inclusion. This is the component. The second pillar comes for the development, social sustainability. Society, we are good in that, no doubt. Government of India, state governments, we have so many scholarships, post-matric scholarships, scholarships for the some economic weaker sections. That's good. That's really good. I really appreciate, and we are so blessed. But still, this is the one level of, you can say, the empowerment given to them. But once they entered in a class, and what environment giving in a class with the mindset of the some other students present, or maybe sometimes teachers also. Recently, I saw one, still because it's media is too much. They are running the same video for 1,000 times. We cannot forget and delete sometimes, and we feel so bad for some parents now. Such a young kid, she was too young, and she just taken this step, to be jumping from this floor and just finishing her such a beautiful life. She could have been the great IS officer of my country. She could have been a great leader of my country. And because of bullying in the class, and teachers could not. The social sustainability cannot come until unless the socialism come in your thoughts, not by books. Reading an article and just reading before the students some article, or maybe even reading a book of Vivekananda, will not help until unless you go for the storytelling along with the live examples of your life. If you could do something, you could contribute something, give the some scenario to the students so that the goosebumps should come, and then they relate. Oh मैम, is it so? आपने फिर ऐसा किया, अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा किया मैम, मेरे साथ भी ऐसा होगा तो मैं यही करने वाला हूँ। मैं उसको पहले सड़क से उठा के मैं 112 डायल करूंगा, एम्बुलेंस में बिठाऊंगा, फिर घर जाऊंगा। मैं उसको देख के ये नहीं बोलूंगा ओहो गिर गया बेचारा। This is the social sustainability model we have to be creating that. Now I'll come to the environmental sustainability, the climate action. Of course, I think we should start learning our learners or kids in our schools first कि बेटा गर्मियों की छुट्टी पे ना मम्मी पापा को प्रेशर मत डालना कि हमें ना शिमला लेके जाओ या मनाली लेके जाओ। आप सब वहां चले जाते हो, व्हेन यू गो ओवर देयर यू मेक इट सो क्राउडी, because of you, they are putting so many towers there, so many hotels there, so many resorts there without concerning the how this hill mountain can have the load. End of the day it's a mountain. और फिर जब होता है ना, वो तस्वीरें देखी नहीं जाती हैं. हाउ जस्ट लाइक जैसे प्लेइंग कार्ड्स हवा में बह रहे होते हैं, पानी में बह रहे होते हैं, ऐसे गाड़ियां बह रही होती हैं. Some families they could not come back, they went for this layer trip during their summer break, or maybe their spring breaks or something. We should not. We should teach our youth that instead of going there are so many other places where you can go and enjoy your vacation and big learning also. There are so many places. Why every time we are just putting a crowd in the hilly area? And many times in the name of pilgrimage, I think we are doing picnic over there. मंदिर के बाहर खड़े होकर रील्स बनाई जा रही है. भगवान के दर्शन करने आए हो ना, तो आस्था के साथ आओ. ये क्या कर रहे हैं? दैट्स व्हाई बिफोर कमिंग टू द आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, आई थिंक अवर आर्टिफिशियल माइंड फर्स्ट हैज टू बी अ नेचुरल माइंड. जब तक आपकी माइंड की नेचुरल थिंकिंग नहीं होगी, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस विल रूल यू टुमारो. ट्रस्ट मी, बिकॉज इट इज अ एआई एजेंटिंग नाउ, self commanding, self algorithms. They are not going to listen you until unless you have the EQ with you. So the very sharp EQ has to be there. जिसको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे काम करना है, पहले उसको भली भांति पता होना चाहिए कि मुझे मेरे शास्त्र ग्रंथ क्या बता के गए हैं. इफ यू डू नॉट हैव द एक्चुअल सार ऑफ गीता, इफ यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द हनुमान चालीसा, इफ यू कुड नॉट रीड द जपजी, AI may sometimes ruin your life, trust me, because the AI becomes a master to you. But the other way, if you are so strong master of your thoughts, of your mind, trust me, AI is one of the best slave for you, a best assistant for you. Use it as assistant, use it as a tool. Don't use it as a master. That's very important. Now I'm coming to the next part. Micro learning strategies. What is this strategies? Focused videos, that is the short videos we should give it, because we are talking sustainability in the system. Interactive elements. I'm now coming towards to AI. You understand why? Because these all are the actual ingredients for the alpha generation. And we have the 2 generations gap in between, because we are not from Gen Zs. I think most of the faculty members, they must be maybe less than my age, but still they may not be the Gen Zs, I believe. So that is the one age, that one class, that another one class before Gen Zs also. So we are somewhere in between. So we should understand this mobile optimization, gamification culture, multimedia blending. The days are gone when you used to carry our notes and going to the class and teaching our notes, and they are taking the photocopy of our notes. They don't believe in that. They believe you give me the references, you do the storytelling, you give me some tools through the AI, which I can convert the things in my mind. And of course, I'll come for the learning as a peers learners, hand holding, of course, classroom sitting, listening to the wisdom from the teacher. They will never come for the information. Trust me. Information is a single click away. वो जमाना गया कि आप मुझे अब पूरे ब्लैक बोर्ड पे एक पूरा वो बनाएंगे, क्या बोलते हैं उसको केमिस्ट्री में, पीरियोडिक टेबल, और बोलेंगे कि इसको रट लो. वो गया. इट वॉज डेयर्स योर्स एंड माइन. ही सेड ये रहा सर, मेरे मोबाइल पे आ गया. आप वहां ड्रा करने में इतना टाइम क्यों लगा रहे हैं? कम टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. यू गिव मी द लॉजिक्स व्हाई इट इज अ 13 एंड व्हाई इट इज अ 14. उसके ऊपर बात करिए. और बात किस में करनी है? रील्स मीन्स 2 minutes टॉक, नॉट अ 3 hours a movie. What I'm talking today is the alpha generation to whom you are going to face very soon in your colleges. Still they are in schools, very soon they will be in colleges. Now, AI adoption. देखेंगे तो दंग रह जाएंगे. Just look it over here. In 2017, it was just, as per the McKinsey's, the most authenticated report I'm bringing before you, organizations that have adopted AI in the at least one business function, maybe accountancy, maybe hiring, maybe processing, maybe testing, maybe auditing, at least one function of the organization. 20 at 2017. At 2024, it's a 72, means 72% of the organization, they already adopted minimum for the one business function. What does that mean? And after generative AI, just see the graph, the small blue line, which is eye-opening, because generative AI just came just 1.5 years back. And today is the huge rush. Every student is now preparing their own GPTs, You are talking at Chat GPT. It is not, it is a Manna GPT. Tomorrow is a Dr. Seema's GPT. You can create your own because agenting AI is there. You can create your own GPTs. So what is a dramatically change has been come in just a 10 years of time, and where we are, even less than of 10 years. Now I'm coming to this level because you have to understand. Look at here. Teachers, my friends, those are listening me here. Your 49% of the time is just going for the direct interaction. Where is your 51% goes? Sometimes you are a clerk. Sometimes you are a helper. Sometimes you are a bookkeeping person. Or many times you feel that you are just doing administrative work. You see the percentage here. Your preparation for the class, I think, is a 10.5 out of 50 hours of the breakup as per the McKinsey's report. It's not my report, it's a McKinsey's report. Spending a less than half time exactly for the direct interaction. तो बच्चों के रोल नंबर ही याद होंगे ना, नाम कहाँ से याद होंगे? क्योंकि 8 घंटे के स्कूल के कार्यक्रम में और कॉलेज के कार्यक्रम में आप 4 घंटे से कम बच्चों के साथ संवाद करते हैं। ये मैं कहना चाह रहा हूं। ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं, मैकेंसी कह रहा है, जिसमें 3.5 आवर्स गोज टू स्टूडेंट्स बिहेवियरल, सोशल एंड इमोशनल स्किल्स डेवलपमेंट, जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट है। सुसाइड्स क्यों बढ़ रहे हैं? रोड रेज क्यों हो रहा है? रेप्स क्यों बढ़ रहे हैं? करप्शन क्यों बढ़ रही है? अडल्ट्रेशन क्यों बढ़ रही है? क्योंकि हमने वैल्यूज ही नहीं दी हैं। कल वही बिजनेसमैन कल दूध में पानी मिलाएगा, आज मेरे स्कूल से पढ़ के गया होगा, मेरे कॉलेज से पढ़ के गया होगा। अंडरस्टैंड? बिकॉज वी आर नॉट डूइंग द डायरेक्ट। संवाद नहीं कर रहे हैं भाई। बोला ना अभी मैडम ने, गुरु नानक देव जी ने संवाद पे विश्वास किया था। गोष्ठी करेंगे, डू डायलॉग नॉट आर्गुमेंट्स। वो कब होगा? स्टोरी टेलिंग कब होगी? डिस्कशंस कब होगी? लुक एट टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड विच इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आउट. If you do bring technology in your teaching profession, for which I am today available for you, technology can help our teachers reallocate 20 to 30% of their time towards to activities that support students learning directly. See the what timings you are saving. Out of 10.5, your 5 hours can directly be taken for the preparation. बड़ी सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूँ। आपके पास अगर अभी भी परप्लेक्सिबिटी, वैसे बहुत कईयों को जेमिनी मिल गया है फ्री में, जियो ने कुछ दे दिया है, एयरटेल ने भी दे दिया है, सबको कुछ ना कुछ एआई टूल फ्री उनके मोबाइल पे आ चुका है। सेम यू कैन डू इन द लैपटॉप। इफ यू कैन simply give your topic for that notes preparation. You give a topic, but you should understand one level of prompt engineering when you are asking something to the AI. एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूं, at home also if you really want a maid to help you for your cooking, I think you give a very good prompt. Look, your bhaiya will take a less sugar. Your auntie, means my mother-in-law, will never take a sugar in a tea. My son wants a chocolate shake. The chocolate only one scoop. He will insist you for 2 scoop, but you never put a 2 scoop. What you are doing? You are doing the prompt. And then you see my life is so cool. My maid is so good. She's so helping hand to me, like my sister. So every food comes in a very nutritious value to all the respective members of the family. Is it true or not? Just recall. Yes. That's why I'm giving an example from your family only. The same kind of things, once you going to generate your PPT through the AI, your notes through the AI, even your question bank from the AI, I'll give you examples, don't worry, there are so many apps. Then if your prompt is not good, means your early instructions, your desires, your expectations from the tool will do only what exactly you're expecting. जैसा मांगोगे वैसा मिलेगा। एक जाता है भगवान के घर में, मुझे कार दे दो। दूसरा जाता है मुझे मकान दे दो। तीसरा जाता है मुझे बीवी दे दो। चौथा जाता है मुझे पुत्र दे दो। भगवान हंस रहे होते हैं सुबह से शाम तक, हंस रहे होते हैं। क्यों हंस रहे होते हैं? श्री कृष्ण क्यों हंस रहे होते हैं? कहते हैं इसको यही नहीं पता कि आया कहाँ है, वेयर यू हैव कम। यू डू नॉट नो द वर्थ ऑफ दिस प्लेस, ऑफ दिस मंदिर, दिस गुरुद्वारा, दिस टेम्पल। यू आर आस्किंग सच ए टीनी थिंग्स, माइक्रो थिंग्स, नैनो थिंग्स, पीको थिंग्स। हैव यू एवर आस्क्ड कि भगवान बस आप ही मुझे मिल जाओ? So automatically, whatever I'm carrying, all these riddhi siddhis, that will come by default to you. But you are asking only ये वाला एग्जाम पास करवा दो, ये इंटरव्यू, बस इतना ही, फिर कल उसके बाद मेरी जरूरत तो नहीं पड़ेगी ना, पक्का लास्ट है, फाइनल है, नहीं नहीं नहीं, कल फिर आऊंगा। तो भाई साहब क्यों नहीं ब्लैंक चेक मांग लेते? कीप फीलिंग, कीप फीलिंग, कीप फीलिंग। Same thing over here. If you are giving a prompt in a very inverted commas, your 5 hours of the preparation is going to be reduced. Evaluation and the feedback is going to be 3 hours reduction, and the administration is going to be 2.5 hours of the reduction. You must be thinking why I'm relating with this all with the spirituality and the emotions. Reason is very simple. I'm so scared. When you are bringing AI in your life as a teacher, then tomorrow your learners are using already AI more than you. Trust me, today, 10th going student is an expert in AI than you. Please accept it. And there should not be any ego in the class. When your guy is going to be open something and showing to you, you must smile there and you say, I am one of the best learner in the world. Please, today's the teacher is the best learner because technology first intervened in the new blood than we people, because we are sometimes rigid to learn. हमने अपने दरवाजे बंद कर दिए हैं, हम सीखना नहीं चाहते हैं। ये कोर्स भी कर रहे हैं तो इसका सर्टिफिकेट होगा, सर्टिफिकेट के मार्क्स होंगे, अप्रेजल होगा, जब कहीं पे अपने प्रोफाइल में दिखाना होगा आई हैव डन 1 FDP, सर्टिफाइड एफडीपी, मे बी एसीटी एफडीपी, अटल एफडीपी और समथिंग। Otherwise, we are stopped our mind to be having a new learning, and the young kid, curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. Appetite is a much more than we people because they always wants to explore something new. दिल मांगे मोर, कुछ नया दिखाओ, इसलिए वो ज़्यादा जल्दी सीख जाते हैं। टेक्नोलॉजी आई एम टॉकिंग, लेकिन वैल्यूज नहीं आती हैं। फॉर वैल्यूज द टीचर इज द बिगेस्ट रोल। इफ यू टीच द AI थ्रू वैल्यूज, आई थिंक इट्स वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वे। So now I'm coming to the next slide, and simply integration, very important. Science and AI, amazing. I could see today so many apps has come which is breaking the atoms and showing the nuclear reaction kind of things. Amazing 3D 5D pictures. हमारे ज़माने में तो वो अमीबा की डायग्राम बनाने में पूरा लेक्चर लग जाता था। In our time, the teacher was just writing the equations of the mathematics, and by the time the bell rings and the same equations we are just note down to the copy, but without reducing them, and making the equilibrium out of it. It was very difficult. But today is the AI-driven advancement in a climate and healthcare. This is going to show you the science to the next level. Just see the vaccination. During the COVID, because of technology, I think we could not wait for 15 years to be the vaccination to be get passed with the clinical trials or human trials because of the simulations and this kind of way. Sometimes it's going to be risky also, but of course it is very much time saving. Policy and AI, a data driven. Today you think you want to make a new policy for your college. What is that policy? Everybody should wear tie. Okay. Everybody should bring their laptop with them or anything. I'm just giving hypothetical examples. How you can decide? Being a principal, you can decide. Or being you are a core committee of the school, you can decide. Or a management of the school, you can decide. No. Today, AI will give you the proper data. What is the mood of the generation? And what is the difficulties of the generation? What are the challenges of the generation? Which is coming to be have the listening or learning from you, so that your policy should be very much wise, adaptable, and implementable. Unfortunate part is that the policy comes from the one room and implemented to be get the whole nation. And sometimes we have so many difficulties to be get implemented. So then data-driven policy, which is taken the sampling from the AI, the huge data of the country, from the states, from the districts, etc. Now I'll come to the challenges and ethics. Very important, very important. Today, if I'm going to talk to my Siri or my Alexa, I must be asking many things being a teacher because I shy to ask my colleague. My colleague will start doing bullying. Oh, देखो मैम को इतना भी नहीं आता. She said कि मैं तो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी से PhD करके आई हूँ. But she doesn't know. She asked me which book I should refer. She asked me ये लॉ कैसे पढ़ाना है. कितना वो करते हैं ना हम एक दूसरे को. उसके सामने तो कहेंगे और नहीं नहीं मुझे भी नहीं आता था. जैसे वो उठ के जाएंगी, तुझे पता है क्यों आई थी? इतना भी नहीं. सिफारिश से लगी होगी नौकरी. अरे बाबा, इट्स नॉट अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ सिफारिश. It's because someone wants to be upgrade themselves, And who said ki we can be the master of any subject? Nobody can be a master in this world. If somebody is claiming, I think he may be sometimes in wrong information, or maybe doesn't know the subject fully. So that time, your AI privacy is very important, because you are communicating with your AI. So your AI should not tell to others what exactly I am helping your colleague, your friend, or maybe your teacher. That challenges and ethics has to be just taken care of. This very important. Now come to the technology. People just comparing, maybe confused sometimes. Technology means AI. No, 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 no. AI is a one component of the technology. First, ICT came. ICT means then smart classrooms, then smart screens. Now it's AI. And tomorrow it's going to be humanoid. Humanoid? Today, madam herself came and given a, inaugural address. Next time, she may not be coming, but her voice, her avatara, facials, everything will come. Already you see in the Aaj Tak, the Sana is coming for the weather forecast. And the two, the reporters are standing. One is the AI reporter and one is a real reporter. So this is what the change in this, the smart system energy, and of course in the different parts of this business and AI. Very important. Trust me, today I know many people in my country, they are making millions without doing actually work in that area. मैं एक ऐसे इंसान को जानता हूं who's doing a organic farming. Trust me, he's doing organic farming for himself, for his family. Then you must be wondering how he's earning the money. He's not going for any job or maybe any business. He put AI on a job. On behalf of him, AI is doing a stock exchange market algorithms, and every day he's getting something out of it. Of course, his own mind, financial mind, he generated algorithms. He given a mind to AI, and then AI put it to the next level of mind with the machine learning, and these algorithms are running. Just see how business can be done with the help of AI. Just think of it. People are doing the marketing through AI. People are designing the business model through AI, the promotions through AI, and the future prospects, the collaborations. If one person or one institution which is AI enabled can be get collaborated with the other institution which is aspiring for the AI, it's a game changer. They are doing the practice and they are taking the benefits. It's a win-win situation for the both the institution. मान लीजिए मैं हूं डॉक्टर, मुझे तो पेशेंट चाहिए होगा, नहीं तो मैं प्रैक्टिस कैसे करूंगा? और आप है पेशेंट, अरे आपको तो डॉक्टर चाहिए होगा, नहीं तो आपका इलाज कौन करेगा? When you both will meet, when I'm looking a patient for my, enhancing my skills, and same time you're looking a doctor, then I think it's a very wonderful situation, or it's a win-win situation, I believe. Role of artificial intelligence in a student's life, we should understand it. Today's a learner is the most important component is the personalized learning. और ये हमारे टाइम पे भी होता था, लेकिन तब लड़कियां ज़्यादा करती थी, अपने नोट्स नहीं शेयर करेंगे, नेवर टेल टू अदर्स व्हाट आई एम लर्निंग फॉर। मामा उसको बोल देना फ़ोन पे मैं तो सो रही हूँ, अभी उठी ही नहीं हूँ, और 3 बार रिवीजन भी मैंने कर लिया है। So anyhow, it happens with the guys also, means the boy students also, but I could see more girls in my class, they used to do this kind of tactics. But today's the AI is going to be designed, your timings, गिविंग यू दी। हमारे ज़माने में हमें फ्लैग लगाना पड़ता, स्टार डालना पड़ता, ये पढ़ के जाना है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, मोस्ट लाइकली दिस क्वेश्चन कम्स फ्रॉम लास्ट 3 years एज पर ट्रेंड, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, गेस्ट पेपर्स काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। नाउ दिस एवरी task has taken away by the AI. AI is helping today's a learner to make their automated curriculum, time management, learning skills and grasping skills. छोटी सी एग्जांपल दूं, चलो एग्जांपल दे। एक तीसरी क्लास में बच्ची पढ़ रही है, आपके घर में भी ये एग्जांपल हो सकती है, चेक करना। When she reaches to mother, Mama, I learned this question, tomorrow is a test, you listen from me and tell whether I'm correct. क्योंकि जब तक बच्चा सुनाता नहीं ना मम्मी को, तो बच्चे को तसल्ली नहीं होती कि ये ठीक, बेटा नहीं गलत है, दोबारा पढ़ के आओ, दिस प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज रॉन्ग, स्पेलिंग इज रॉन्ग, समथिंग कुछ भी होगा। मामा सेड, बेटा, मामा जस्ट इन द किचन, गो टू द पापा, पापा विल लिसन फ्रॉम यू। She goes to Papa. Papa, yes beta. Papa is something doing on the laptop, targets. कल पूरे करके देने हैं। नहीं तो प्रेशर नहीं आएगा, बच्ची को मुझे नया टॉय ला के देना है। बेटा पापा इज डूइंग वर्क फॉर यू ओनली, टुमारो यू वांट अ बिग गिफ्ट ना, हाँ पापा गिफ्ट तो चाहिए, चॉकलेट तो पापा ये काम कर रहे हैं, चलो आप देखो जब मम्मी फ्री होगी उनको सुना दो। एंड ऑफ द डे वो बच्ची रात को बिना किसी को सुनाए सोगी और एक डिलेमा में है कि मैंने किसी को सुनाया नहीं है, मेरा ये कल गलत ना हो जाए वहां पे। अब यहाँ पे एलेक्सा आ गई पिक्चर में। एलेक्सा विल कॉल, हेलो डॉली, आई एम हियर, यू कैन स्पीक इट ऑल। ओ एलेक्सा माय दीदी, शी स्पीक ऑन एलेक्सा। एलेक्सा सुनने के बाद, ओ इन द सेकंड लाइन डॉली यू स्पोकन दिस वर्ड, इट इसका हिंदी में ये अर्थ होता है, अच्छा ये होता है, और आपको इसको ऐसे प्रोनाउंस करना है, अच्छा ऐसे प्रोनाउंस, वाह दीदी थैंक यू वेरी मच, दीदी सो गुड। दीदी क्या मांग रही है, सिर्फ चार्जिंग ही तो मांग रही है मोबाइल की, नथिंग एल्स। दिस इज कॉल्ड पर्सनलाइज्ड लर्निंग फ्रॉम एलेक्सा एंड फ्रॉम सिरी। रादर कि बच्चे उस पे गाने चलाएं और कुछ और बातें करें, वो अपना लेसन प्रिपरेशन भी कर सकते हैं। लेकिन पेरेंट्स को पेरेंटिंग करनी आनी चाहिए, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टास्क विच आई एम बीच बीच में ये बताता रहूंगा। So the personalized learning AI adapts the lessons and a piece and a pace to each student's learning style. उसको ये भी पता है कि कितनी देर में बोलने वाली है, कितना बोलने वाली है, कैसे बोलने वाली है। एलेक्सा 3 बार में सीख गई है। एआई बेस्ड प्रॉक्टरिंग, आप बेटा अपने रूम में जाके मॉक टेस्ट दो, आपके लैपटॉप पे आपको एआई देख रहा है कि आप चीटिंग नहीं कर रहे हो, आप कहाँ पे कितना अटक रहे हो, सो दैट I can get the proper analysis with a single click on my mobile, because AI will give me कि आज आपके बच्चे को मैथ्स में दिक्कत आई, रीजनिंग में दिक्कत आई, आईक्यू में कहीं दिक्कत आ रही है, आपका बच्चा लैंग्वेजेस में दिक्कत महसूस कर रहा है, राइटिंग स्किल्स में दिक्कत महसूस कर रहा है, इंटेलिजेंट स्टूडेंट सपोर्ट, इमीडिएट स्टक हो गए तो पापा ऑफिस में है, मम्मी किचन में है, मैं ये डाउट किससे क्लियर हूँ, मैम को तो फोन कर ही नहीं सकते, यू कैनॉट मेक अ कॉल्स टू द मैम, अभी वो वाला सिस्टम नहीं आया हमारे इंडिया में, यू कैन कॉल अ मैम ओवर द नाइट, नो वे, शी सेड माय स्कूल टाइम इज ओवर, नोबडी शुड कॉल मी। तो किसके साथ बात करेगा वो? आज एआई इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ट्यूटर, बट मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव अ वेरी अथेंटिक टूल वेयर द अथेंटिक डाटा इज अवेलेबल, and that component has to be taken care. But I think most of the AI tools are now having a very refined machine learning. Gamification is another way. हमारे ज़माने में तो ब्लैक बोर्ड पे लिख के ए फॉर एप्पल बी फॉर बॉल पढ़ाया जाता था, आज ऐसा नहीं होता है। आज तो एक एक चीज बच्चों को, और इवन हायर एजुकेशन आल्सो, आई स्टिल रिमेंबर वंस आई वेंट इन माय क्लास एंड सेड कि आज हमें गेम खेलनी है, फास्टेस्ट फिंगर फर्स्ट लाइक केबीसी। ओ ग्रेट सर, उनको क्या पता था मैंने काहूत इंस्टॉल करवाया, उनको क्यूआर कोड दिया, क्यूआर कोड पे मैंने क्वेश्चंस अपने रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के डाले, वो जल्दी जल्दी में, क्योंकि उनके अंदर की मुझे मेमोरी चेक करनी थी कि कितना याद है, वो आंसर दे रहे थे। और आई कुड सी माई क्लास एक्चुअल एनालिटिक्स, बिकॉज फास्टेस्ट फिंगर फर्स्ट दे कैनॉट डिस्कस एंड मर्मर विद अदर्स टू बी अंडरस्टैंड, नो विस्परिंग, सिंपली दे आर जस्ट खुश थे कि मोबाइल पे खिलवा रहे हैं, खुश थे कि गेम खिलवा रहे हैं, खुश थे कि मेरा सामने नाम आ रहा है, ओ अजय गिवन अ फर्स्ट, रमेश सेकंड थर्ड, काइंड ऑफ बिकॉज स्क्रीन पे तो सब आ रहा है, रिजल्ट सबका, काहूत, hot potatoes, there are so many gamifications, but at the same time I could do what exactly I wanted to check, how much they learned from my last lesson। जी 5 मिनट में क्यूज भी खत्म हो गया, मैंने उनकी असेसमेंट भी कर ली, बच्चे भी खुश हो गए। तो क्या है इसमें? देयर इज नो हार्म, इट्स अ गेमिफिकेशन, but you should design the games, and AI is helping you. You just give a AI topic, they will plug and play tomorrow morning in the school. Of course, college, you must have some one level of ICT arrangements, means plug and play kind of things, or maybe screen, maybe you have a USB port over there, HDMI port over there, kind of things. I think it's a very common nowadays, most of the institutions. Visual laboratories. Or I still remember the day when I entered to my electric lab. Some student got a shock by the wire. अरे क्यों छू दिया, तेरे को कितनी बार बोला था इस तार को नहीं छूना है, पीछे से स्विच ऑफ करना है। काश मैं घर पे एक बार सिमुलेशन पे ओम्स ला करके गया होता, सो आई शुड नो व्हाट इज अ प्लायर, व्हाट इज अ वायर, व्हाट इज अ रियोस्टेट, व्हाट इज अ वोल्ट मीटर, हाउ टू कनेक्ट, व्हाट इज अ रॉन्ग कनेक्शन। These virtual laboratories, visual laboratories, through this AI's tools, our imagination is manifold, and we go to the lab as feel we have coming so many times before. Same with the interactive simulations. अगर आपने पहले बच्चे को घर में वो प्रैक्टिस करवा दिया थ्रू ऑफ कोर्स देयर स्क्रीन, Then they feel so familiar with the lab. Oh मैम मैंने रात को देखा था, इसको वोल्टमीटर कहते हैं, ये ऐसे लगाते हैं. Oh, that's good. You understood. And the immediate very next level, AR VR. Oh my God. Just putting a AR VR, this, virtual reality, the audio, this is going to be change your mind. My time, they said, open the cap and see the winding of the motor or a transformer. Today, with the AR VR, I'm walking inside that winding, I'm touching with my hand. Of course, it's a virtual, without cutting anything, without tension anything, no fire, no short circuit, no shock. And I could see where's the bearing. I can touch like from my hands, although it's a virtual, I can have a feel of it. This is what the today's a technology, which can help today's a learning to manifold, but the teacher first has to have the learning. If you have never practiced how you can be confident in your lab, you will be get stuck there. फिर आपको क्या लगेगा कि बच्चे मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं. So the smart classrooms is the another component which everybody knows about this. This is all about the AI. Now I'll just going to give you the AI enabled assessment. I have given already example for the AI tutor and all this thing. Of course, personalized curriculum can be designed with the AI. Look at here. This graph is very important. AI driven research, of course, you can do. Virtual mentors. आज पेरेंट्स कह रहे हैं कि बेटा शाम के 7 बजे हम आपको सर के पास नहीं भेजेंगे. देखिए, मान लीजिए ये सच्ची बात है, क्योंकि वो बच्ची है, अभी वो अडल्ट भी नहीं हुई है, और वो एक मेल टीचर है, वो बैचलर है, वो अपने घर में रहता है. हम शाम को उसके पास नहीं भेज सकते डाउट डिस्कशंस के लिए, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बीइंग पेरेंट्स. तो आपको वर्चुअल मेंटर्स कितना हेल्पफुल होंगे. बच्चा अपने घर में, अपने कमरे में, अपने तरीके से, अपनी ड्रेस में, जैसे मर्जी बैठ के एक वर्चुअल मेंटर से ऑडियो डिस्कशंस कर सकता है. दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ द एआई. दिस इनहांस एंगेजमेंट. अगर उसको 3 बार भी पूछेगा तो सामने टीचर कहेगा, बेटा तुझे इतनी समझ नहीं आती, मैंने 3 बार में भाई होता है. यहाँ पे तो वो भी नहीं, वो फिर बताएगा. Strategies helping the so many institutions. Just see the today's example. If Dr. Maninder wanted this FDP is equally successfully physical, oh no way. How she can afford to be inviting all of us physically there by paying our travel cost, our accommodation cost, which is not even the budget of this FDP given by the organizations, agencies to her. It is because of that she could manage to have the best speakers of the country for you people, even outside the country also. This is the power of this today's technology and virtual world. And the campus management is the AI optimizes your admissions, scheduling, student services. हॉस्टल के अगर एक कमरे में पार चली जाती है, सेंसर से पता चलता है, एआई ऑटो कमांड देके वो इंफॉर्मेशन देगी जनरेटर मैन को, ताजो वो उसके एमसीबी को ऑन करेगा. और अब तो एमसीबी भी एआई ऑपरेटेड हो गए हैं. एमसीबी इज अ फ्यूज काइंड ऑफ मिनिएचर सर्किट ब्रेकर्स इन इलेक्ट्रिकल टर्म which get tripped sometimes. किस हॉस्टल में, किस कमरे में बच्चे ने हीटर चलाया, एआई ने बता देना है कि उसका एमसीपी ट्रिप हुआ था. पोस्टल डिसिप्लिन विद द हेल्प ऑफ एआई. और उसकी ट्रैकिंग है, हिस्ट्री रिकॉर्ड है. एक बार कर रहा है, 2 बार कर रहा है, 3 बार कर रहा है. ये क्या कहते हैं उसको हम, ये ऑफेंडर है जी. क्यों ऑफेंडर है सर? ये रेगुलर ऑफेंडर है, ये गलत काम करता है हॉस्टल में. तो आप उसको, आपके पास प्रूफ देगा एआई, सो दैट यू कैन expel, you can suspend, you can put up punitive action to your learner. With the help of the AI, you can manage your campus. This is what the AI in higher education. What are the challenges of the traditional teaching? One size fits all approach. मार्केट में जाके बोलो यार मुझे ना सॉक्स चाहिए, मैडम ये वाली ना फ्री साइज है. फ्री साइज का मतलब कोई भी पहन सकता है. अरे भाई साहब, मेरा पाँव सच में एक नॉर्मल जो होते हैं उनसे थोड़ा छोटा है भाई. अच्छा, फिर आपको 0 साइज लगेगा? वो तो नहीं है, हम रखते नहीं हैं. इन ए क्लास देयर आर 60 स्टूडेंट्स टीचिंग, सॉरी learning. Teacher is going to give a one level of learning without understanding how many are the fast learners, slow learners, of course the average learners. So the traditional teaching methods often fail to address the diverse learning styles which can be utilized with the help of the AI tools, so that the additional work, additional assignment, additional questions, additional content can be delivered, of course, through virtual mode to the students. Those are in your class, known to be fast learners. Restricted customization. भाई मैं तो इतना ही पढ़ा सकता हूं, सिलेबस में इतना ही लिखा है. Syllabus, I believe there is a no gravity I can measure. The word is simple. I simply says mathematics. Can you make a mathematics a syllabus when I say simple? You say no, sir. You have to tell me mathematics for the level 1 or level 9. Acha, acha. Okay, level 1. No, sir, you must tell me level 1 as a beginner or intermediate. Oh, okay. Okay, beginner. No, sir, you must tell me how many hours of engagement you can give me. So it's a restricted. So restricted the customization. This is the traditional teaching challenge. Inefficient assessment. Why I say inefficient assessment? Sometimes out of biasing, frustration, fatigue, or other ways, we do not give the accuracy in our evaluation of the students, peers, learning answer copies. Or many assessments are cognitive in nature. मैंने उसको देखा है, मुझे लगता है वो बदतमीज है, मैं 5 नंबर कम दूंगा. कहाँ देखा था आपने वो बदतमीज है? हो सकता है कि कोई उसके साथ बुलिंग कर रहा था, उसने उसको बोला कि तुम मुझे बुलिंग मत करो, और आपने इसको बदतमीज का टाइटल दे दिया. Sometimes we do, because sometimes we are misinformed or partially informed or partially seeing the things. So sometimes it happens in efficient assessment, but some things can be addressed with the help of technology. Understanding the needs of the modern learners. आज का learner क्या चाहता है? सर मुझे इंडिविजुअलाइजेशन चाहिए. टुडेज आर स्टूडेंट्स एक्सपेक्ट अ लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस टेलर्ड टू देयर इंडिविजुअल स्ट्रेंथ्स. सर ये मत मुझे पढ़ाइए. क्यों? ये तो मैंने कल ही पढ़ लिया था घर में. अब भाई तुमने पढ़ लिया था, मैंने तो पूरी क्लास को पढ़ाना है. सर फिर मैं क्या करूं? अरे क्लास में बैठो चुपचाप, अदरवाइज गो टू द क्लास, आई विल गिव यू द एब्सेंट. नहीं सर, एब्सेंट तो नहीं चाहिए, मैं डिटेन हो जाऊंगा, मुझे एग्जाम में नहीं बैठना. हाँ तो क्यों बैठने दूंगा? सर फिर इस टाइम पे मैं क्या करूं? अब वो दूसरों को तंग करेगा. So individualization can be the one of the need of the today's learner. How to address that we'll discuss. Engagement. सर आपने मुझे तो टाइम ही नहीं दिया, मैं आपके ऑफिस में आया था. आई हैव अ सर्टन डाउट, आई वांट्स टू बी सिट विद यू टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. और समटाइम सर मेरा आइडिया सुन लो, मुझे स्टार्टअप बनना है. अरे सब बच्चों के पास आइडियाज होते हैं, अब सबके सुनने बैठूंगा, सब तो स्टार्टअप नहीं बनेंगे, लेकिन मैं क्लास कब पढ़ाऊंगा भाई? व्हेन आई विल फिनिश ऑफ माई करिकुलम. Sir, you are very good, sir. That's why I came to you. Although you are not good in that particular topic for which I am coming to be take your mentoring, but you are a good soul, like a good soul teacher or your favorite teacher kind of things. अब फेवरेट टीचर हो तो एंगेजमेंट तो बढ़ेगी ना आपका. रेलेवेंसी. स्टूडेंट, सर ये क्यों पढ़ा रहे हो आप? सर ये कहाँ काम आएगा? अरे भाई मुझे भी पढ़ाया गया था, तुम भी पढ़ लो ना, इतनी बहस क्यों करते हो? नो सर, यू गिव मी द रेलेवेंसी, देन आई विल लर्न दिस. ये मेंसुरेशन कहाँ काम आएगी? ये ट्रिग्नोमेट्री कहाँ काम आएगी? सो दीज थ्री आर द एक्चुअल नीड्स ऑफ द टूडेज मॉडर्न लर्नर्स. डू यू हैव द आंसर्स फॉर दिस? इफ यू हैव द आंसर्स, आई थिंक देन आई डोंट हैव टू डिस्कस. Otherwise you have to seek the answers from yourself, and technology will help you to give the answers. Trust me, the technology, especially AI, is going to, because your AI, your GPT, the personal, वो समय गया कि हम YouTube चैनल बनाते थे, अब हम अपने जीपीटीज बनाएंगे. और आप बोलोगे ये मेरा जीपीटी है, ये रही ऐप, इंस्टॉल कर, मैं तेरे घर में हूँ, तुझे पढ़ा रहा हूँ. अरे सर मजा आ गया, आपने मेरे सारे सवाल, आप ही की आवाज थी, आप ही का तरीका था पढ़ाने का, जैसे आप डांटते हो, क्योंकि मैंने अपना जीपीटी बना दिया मेरे भाई. डाटा सिंक कर दिया, वॉइस अपनी दे दी, स्टाइल अपना दे चल रहा है. हाँ बोतों के वो हो जाएंगे. अब आप मुझे बताओ ट्यूशंस कौन जाएगा? अब ट्यूशंस वाला काम खत्म. ट्यूशंस खत्म होना ही चाहिए था. अननेसेसरी वी आर मेकिंग, भी पहले सुबह एक बैग उठा के आओ, फिर शाम को दूसरा बैग, मतलब समथिंग इज गोइंग रॉन्ग. स्पेशली आई एम टॉकिंग विद स्कूल एजुकेशन. How AI enhances our learning experience? I said adaptive curriculum. Do you understand the adaptive curriculum? Adaptive curriculum is a reverse engineering. आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स को सेंस करके उनका level of understanding, on the level of competency and the early competency, you can design your curriculum. Of course, guidelines comes from the university. I'm not denying it. End of the day, I know that what exactly you are going to teach in the class is your subject only. But still, teaching in a subject and giving the knowledge in a classroom, I think you do make a many units, micro credentials I'm talking. That you can do the adaptive learning by sensing. And of course, AI will help you for that. Automated feedback. अगर किसी बच्चे ने डायरेक्ट आपको मुंह पे, मैम आप अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाते, अच्छा अब तो पास हो के दिखाना मेरी क्लास में, अब ऐसा नहीं है. The feedback is a very genuine, very organic, but you never know. It is a collective feedback coming through the AI tool. So that no student is going to become a bad student in your eyes. Neither you become a bad teacher by having this kind of a feedback mechanism. It's a very important. I think we should install it and you can capture it. You're one of the mobile phone as a student kept on the desk. You deliver your lecture, come back to your office, ask your AI, how was your lecture? How was my lecture? AI will give you. Today, you lost connect in between. Relevancy was 80%. Your one topic was missed something. Oh my God. बच्चा तो डर के मारे बताएगा ही नहीं. बट तुमने मेरे को improve करने का मौका दिया. Intelligent tutoring, which I already given example. I'm not going to repeat. So you can give your GPT and they can do this. Student profiling is very important. It's not like should have a Insta account or maybe Facebook account. It's a student profiling. आपको पता है ये बच्चा पिछली क्लास में क्या डेफिशिएंसी लेके कैरी करके आया? आपने तो पिछली क्लास के टीचर से बात ही नहीं की. आपको पता है ये बच्चा 3 साल से किस सब्जेक्ट से इतना डिलेमा में है, टेरराइज्ड हो रखा है कि मुझे मैथ्स से तो मैं बहुत घबराता हूं. इफ यू डू नॉट हैव द स्टूडेंट प्रोफाइलिंग AI algorithm, how you can give some kind of a special treatment to that particular student, कल वो एक अच्छा शकुंतला देवी बन सके, वो एक अच्छा अब्दुल कलाम बन सके इस देश में. So this is what, and then dynamic content. The personalized lesson plans through the dynamic content means अब घर में माँ क्या कहती है, 2 बेटे रोटी खा रहे थे, एक की प्लेट में एक रोटी रखी और दूसरी रखी बॉक्स में, हॉट बॉक्स में, दूसरे की प्लेट में 2 रोटी रखी. भाई ऐसा क्यों कर रही हो? मुझे पता है ये धीरे धीरे खाता है और ये बहुत जल्दी रोटी खाता है, इसको कह भी रही हूं लेकिन खाता है, तो मैंने कंटेंट डायनेमिक रखा है उसकी नीड के मुताबिक. दैट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग. ऑफ कोर्स यू आर मदर, यू अंडरस्टैंड योर स्टूडेंट, योर वार्ड वेरी वेल. कंटिन्यूस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. रोज कुछ ना कुछ. आज क्या, आज पोहा बनाया है, टुडे आई पुट सम गार्लिक आल्सो इन माय वेजिटेबल, आई ब्रॉट द लीव्स टुडे, पालक के पत्ते डाले हैं. क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? अरे मुझे विटामिन भी देना है, मुझे प्रोटीन भी देना है, मुझे कार्ब्स का भी ध्यान रखना है, बच्चे को एनर्जी भी देनी है. तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? कंटिन्यूस ऑप्टिमाइज कर रहे हो अपना इंग्रेडिएंट, योर लेक्चर प्लान, योर टॉपिक. पिछले साल के नोट्स अगले साल नहीं लेके जा रहे हो आप, क्योंकि चेंज आ गया है कुछ. So that is helping again through the technology, and you see the amazing things are going to be happen. So AI empowers the teacher in a nutshell. मैंने आपके सामने पूरा प्लेटर रख दिया. You call it as a veg platter in the hotel. Automated grading, individualized feedback and review, performance analytics, plagiarism detection is very important. Very important. Today we do the research. We do check plag after writing a paper. Why don't you get stopped there only when you are going to be dictate the AI the paper, and the AI is really formatting for you. आप इतना अच्छा टेक्निकल पेपर बना सकते हो, आपको सिर्फ AI का माइक ओपन करके अपनी चीज़ें उसको बोलनी है कि मैं रिसर्च में मैंने ये मेरे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के रिजल्ट्स आए हैं, ये मैंने फाइंडिंग्स की हैं, ये मेरी थॉट है, ये मैंने 4 पेपर यहाँ से मैंने ये आर्टिकल पढ़ के मेरा इतना विजडम बना है. AI is going to write a technical paper for you, and then you can redraft it by reading through using your HB pencil. You can make the corrections and then you can do the next level of things. So real-time monitoring is always happening. As today, what I am delivering, आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप मुझे real time check कर रहे हो. You are looking my face also, you are listening my voice also, you are watching my PPT also. You are doing a real time, but virtually. I am not physically there where you are. आप अपने अपने घर में बैठे हो, मैं अपने घर में बैठा हूँ. So we are doing the real time monitoring through gadgets and of course through AI. So adaptive assessments, data driven decision making is very important. मेरे बच्चे पिछले एक हफ्ते से क्लास में सीरियस नहीं है. Oh, this topic is so bore. I should bring some taste in this topic, some flavor in this topic. So data-driven decision making is going to make help. Soft skills assessments and bias reduction, which I already spoken in length. I'm not going to be repeated. Yes, bias reduction is going to be happen. Responsibilities of the higher education institutions. Out पहले मैंने students की बात की, फिर मैंने teacher की. Now I'm going to talk about the institutions, or I can say the head of the institutions. Knowledge creations and dissemination should be there. They should have some arrangements as your ma'am is conducting this FDP, the skill development. So it's a very important component. Promoting critical thinking, the critical thinking, bringing in the teacher's mind, student's mindset, creating, promoting how to promote. You have small hackathons happening over there, symposiums happening over there, real-time problems from the industry to bring and give it to them, let the teachers to be engaged with them, civic engagement. Are you going to take a civic engagements? Yes, of course. Adopting some villages, going to some particular communities, having some, community chapters, diversity and inclusions. Of course, this is very important. See, there is a ratio between the male and female should be balanced in your campus. Same times, the good number of students from the different parts of the country, different, culture, people, different economic diversity. If you have a one poor family student, you must have a one rich family student also, so that they should learn how to be sync with each other, because tomorrow in the society they will hate each other. So that hateism going to be overcome if they are learning together in the same classroom. So the global collaborations bring some industry, or maybe international programs, maybe curriculum, maybe experts, maybe some labs virtually, or this is the one lifelong learning component. We always say bye-bye at the farewell when they passed out from the graduation from your campus. Have you ever bothered to call them again? Lifelong learning does mean that, do you have some special courses for the alumni? Because every year alumni, one fine day they are going to become parents. क्या आप parents का coaching के कुछ courses के micro credentials बना सकते हो when the first time baby comes in their lap? When the first time they are going to feed the baby kind of things. अरे आपके alumni है भाई, कल उनकी फैमिली, अरे उनको लगेगा wow, my college is giving this kind of learning also. Though I thought they are just teaching a BBA or MBA. Just think of it. What else? You just help with the AI, you can create some micro credentials and you can share some knowledge to make a lifelong learners. Innovation and entrepreneurship. Innovation and entrepreneurship. What is that? By word, it's a very big word. To understand it, it needs some more discussions, because innovation never comes from the outside. If you are innovative, you are innovative. And trust me, every mankind is innovative. Only the point is your innovation can be help to the society, and lieu of that you are getting some revenue, then it's an entrepreneurship. Using your idea, using your mind, using your ethics, using your apathy to serve to others, to give solutions to others, to make something a good for the society, and in lieu of that, the earning starts, then your innovation and the entrepreneurship. And higher education must have the startup policy or incubation centers. And student support service, of course, every institutions they're supposed to be have. These are the responsibilities of the higher education. And trust me, in every this component, AI is very much available now. Help you. I can have a long discussions, every topic, like a global collaborations, how AI can help, how innovation AI can help, how a civic engagement AI can help. I think you know better than me also. The cultural preservations, very important. अगर आप उसको भरतनाट्यम नहीं सिखा रहे हैं, आप उसको हारमोनियम भी नहीं सिखा रहे हैं, आप उसको एक अच्छी कुकिंग की भी सिखलाई नहीं दे रहे हैं, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर नहीं कर रहे हैं, so your education given to your learner is a mere degree education, which is today is not required. Degree education is not required. Education required to become a global competent graduate. And that comes with the cultural learning as well as. That's very important. And I believe you must be doing this practice. And with this, I just concluded. I just closed exactly at 7:30. I thought to be concluded, and I just did it. And now I'll come to some discussion sessions. Discussion sessions in the sense I may randomly ask some of the participants what exactly we discuss and how we are going to be make it more fruitful in that way. So if before that, if any questions comes, I love to be have a first answer the questions. Otherwise, I simply ask someone to be just switch on the mic. Okay. Soumya Goelji, if you unmute yourself, I would like to be have a discussion for 30 seconds with you. Soumya Goelji. I hope the organizers given this chance to all the participants to be switch on their mic by their choice, or it is disabled by default kind of things. So organizers can tell me. So organizers, can you give me the answer for my query? Are they able to unmute themselves? I'm audible to organizers? Somebody has to unmute and give me the reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
We are
finally.
doing
I
the
thought
needful.
my connection is already lost and I was
No,
simply
no,
just talking. Oh,
no, sir. We are
No,
doing
no,
the
no.
needful. Thank you, sir.
That was Dr. Manna sir. That was really great hearing you. We were just listening to each and every word, and we didn't want to miss any word. So if you go to
thank
the
you. Thank
chat,
you.
even you can see what all definitely good comments and very motivating comments are there for your this thing.
Wonderful.
That was the
Wonderful.
main reason. So
Shelly.
all up to you. We are definitely there, sir.
Yes, wonderful. So I called someone, Soumya Goel ji. She's putting a profile picture here with the pink yellow curtain behind, but she could not unmute. Then I'll go to Nilesh ji also. Okay, Nilesh ji unmuted certainly now, so Nilesh ji is available. Nilesh Kumar Dokania ji, if I
Thank
could
you, sir.
pronounce well. Huh. Nilesh ji, what do you think if this AI is going to be coming in our life at a very fast tone, the same times that the policy is still missing by the government of India. Technology comes first, the policy comes so later. With the IT also it happens with the AI.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think it is going to be create some kind of a challenge in our teaching learning process? अगर होगा तो कहाँ होगा? मुझे बताएं थोड़ा सा.
Sir, there are few, whenever the technology comes, the good, the good problems arise. And these good problems motivate us to do some innovations in terms of research, and that motivate us how to secure those connections, how to secure the worldwide connectivity. Similarly, n number of rural areas are there, because it's a big challenge that the AI awareness, a part of robotics, a part of machine learning, deep learning, along uh, these all things can we should implement in the rural areas, like in uh, uh, cultivation. The most important thing, the farmer, the rural areas. Actually, the same thing I am applying in my PhD work also, sir. That
Good.
is connected with us, so that is why I'm adding this. So the computer vision, a part of machine learning, deep learning, everything is there. How the cultivation can be flawless with the help of the AI, so that the farmers can do the needful, so that they can get the maximum benefit with the help of this. So this
Absolutely.
was just an example, and
Yes.
n number of things are there, sir, because the challenges are there, and we have to minimize those challenges in terms of the awareness, the research, a part of the research, the motivation to the students to do the live project, so that the the rural areas can be benefited. Because urban areas there are n number of things, sir, but in rural areas the most important, how to benefit them in every terms, in terms of roadways, in terms of connectivity with
Hmm.
with the urban areas, and so on, sir.
That's good. That's good.
Thank
So
you, sir.
you tried to be sum up in such a way. It does mean that AI can be helpful in every aspects and dimensions of our life, like either from rural or maybe urban, from research, from the classroom, or many other ways. Vandana Rastogi ji, I just want to be get connected with you if you can unmute yourself so that I can have a discussion with you. Vandana Rastogi ji, if she is listening to me, जनरली क्या हो रहा है कि जो ये एफडीपीज ऑनलाइन हो रहे हैं ना, इसमें हमारे पास घोस्ट पार्टिसिपेंट्स बहुत ज्यादा हो गए हैं. दे जस्ट लॉग इन बिकॉज ना उनको कैमरा ऑन है. नहीं तो मैं जब भी एफडीपी कराता हूँ मैं उनके कैमरास ऑन रखता हूँ, मैं सबको देखता रहता हूँ. तो क्या हो रहा है कि सिर्फ एक सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा, अटेंडेंस तो हो जाएगी 80%. क्योंकि अब ऑन छोड़ के 1.5 घंटे के लिए आप चाहे किचन में खाना बना लें, चाहे बाहर अपने पेट के साथ खेल लें, चाहे इवन अपने पति जी के साथ शॉपिंग करने भी चले जाएं, क्योंकि बच्चे को बोल के बेटा लैपटॉप ऑन रखना और कैमरा और वो म्यूट रखना, क्योंकि मेरा सर्टिफिकेट आ जाएगा एफटीपी का. इसलिए मैं जैसे जैसे नाम ले रहा हूँ मुझे कोई भी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहा, तो ये मैं मानूंगा. हो सकता है कि शायद वैसे नाम म्यूट अनम्यूट कर पा रहे हो. पूजा पटेल मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं, तो पूजा पटेल जी अगर आप अनम्यूट करें, कैमरा ऑन करें तो मुझे अच्छा लगे. चलो कैमरा ना भी ऑन करें, हो सकता है घर में आप अभी ठीक तरह से ड्रेसअप नहीं है या कुछ भी है, तो लेकिन अनम्यूट तो करें भाई. मैंने सेशन सिर्फ ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को सुनाने के लिए तो दिया नहीं था. मुझे बताया गया कि पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं सम 70+, तो थोड़े से तो मुझसे बात करो भाई, संवाद करो. तो फिर इसमें क्या लगता है कि बातें तो बहुत होती हैं, वहां तक जाती नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने अपने कान आंख और मुंह बंद कर लिया था. गांधी जी ने मुझे बोला था, लेकिन वो गलत जगह पे लगा लिया आपने. उन्होंने कहा था ना बुरा सुनो, ना बुरा बोलो, ना बुरा देखो. भाई यहाँ पे तो ऐसी कोई बुरी बात नहीं की, आपने क्यों बंद कर लिया अपने कान? आप मुझे क्यों नहीं सुन पा रहे हैं? पूजा जी, वंदना जी, और भी कोई नाम लूंगा, आशीष गौरव जी, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? चलिए, तो
गुड
इससे
इवनिंग,
ये
गुड इवनिंग सर।
हाँ. ओ वेरी गुड, आशीष गौरव जी आ गए, बहुत अच्छा लगा. चलिए, तो हमारी लगता है बहनाएं किचन में काम कर रही हैं, सिर्फ मेल ही पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं आज एक्टिव. देखिए दूसरा पार्टिसिपेंट भी मेल ही आया. आशीष गौरव जी चलिए, आप म्यूट अनम्यूट कीजिए, बात करेंगे आपसे.
यस सर,
आशीष जी,
यस
आप
सर,
मुझे
यस।
ये बताएं, एज ऑफ नाउ आर यू यूजिंग एआई इन योर टीचिंग प्रोफेशन, बिकॉज यू मस्ट बी अ फैकल्टी. इफ यस, व्हाट परसेंटेज यू थिंक?
Sir, we are using AI, but a very little percentage. Apart from Chat GPT and Grok, we are using for COPO attainment analysis. Like
Good.
whatever the student got marks in the end semester examination, each question is mapped with the CO, and with the use of that advanced Excel technology, we are computing the percentage of CO analysis, means how many CO has been achieved by each student. And the data analytics part we are using also with advanced Excel visualization using
Okay.
some AI techniques.
वेरी नाइस. अभी आजकल एक ओपी एग्जाम्स करके एआई का टूल देखा है जो क्वेश्चन पेपर बहुत अच्छा बना देता है, मीन्स क्वेश्चन बैंक आई शुड से. तो उसके कुछ तो फ्रीवेयर है, उसके बाद शायद पेड हो जाता है, बट ओपी एग्जाम्स. देन आई कुड सी द क्लाउड and Gemini. These are very good if you wants to be generate some PowerPoint slides or for good presentations for the students to be share on their WhatsApp group, so that before coming class it's a flip flop learning. Before coming class, if students will come to know the topic which you are going to discuss and what level of the early material for that, which will help you a lot to be get the concentrated in a class by themselves. They are focused because one level of they have gone through, or you can have some questions out of the PPT, so they will be prepared. सर पूछ सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा पीपीटी देख के जाएंगे, फिर आप नेक्स्ट वर्जन वहां पे पढ़ाना शुरू कर देते हैं, क्योंकि कनेक्टिविटी बन जाती है. दिस इज व्हाट. सो मैडम, समवन हैज कम, हु इज दैट? अच्छा चलो, वैसे ही प्रियंका से बच्चे ने ऑन कर दिया होगा. गीता जी आप सुन पा रही हैं मुझे? सम मैडम गीता इज अवेलेबल इफ शी कैन अनम्यूट हरसेल्फ. चलिए, मैं अभी और ज़्यादा आपकी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को एम्बेरस नहीं करूंगा उनको बुला के. सो आई कंक्लूड ओवर हियर and over to organizers to make the concluding remarks so that
Good evening, sir. I want to say something, sir.
please जी बताएं.
Sir, I'm Dr. Avneet Kaur from IP University. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, मेरी 11th क्लास में डॉटर है और मैं अभी आपका सेशन सुन रही थी, जैसे जैसे आपने बोला कि we hello, am I audible?
जी, yes you are audible, please carry on.
तो सर जैसा कि आपने बताया कि फीमेल्स आर एट होम एंड दे आर डूइंग योर हाउस होल्ड वर्क्स, तो सर मेरी डॉटर ने भी कुछ ही देर पहले जो आपने एलेक्सा की बात की कि मैंने उसको कोई टॉपिक दिया कि आई विल शी इज अ साइंस स्टूडेंट, तो मैंने उसको पूछा कि अभी मैं तुमसे सुनूंगी, तो कहती अब आपने सुना, मन्ना सर ने बता दिया एलेक्सा सुन लेगी मेरी।
ग्रेट, देखो इम्प्लीमेंट हो गया। बच्चों ने भी सेशन सुन लिया साथ में। अरे ये तो बहुत अच्छा हो गया। ये ऑनलाइन का कितना
एग्जैक्टली।
बेनिफिट हो गया कि
थैंक्स
साथ में
थैंक्स अ
बच्चे भी
लॉट।
बैठते हैं। हाँ वेरी नाइस। अरे मुझे लाइव एग्जांपल मिल गया भाई मेरे सेशन का, इससे बड़ा मेरा सेशन वर्थ हो गया आज। मनिंदर मैडम, मेरा सेशन वर्थ हो गया। देखो एक बच्चे ने इस चीज को अंडरस्टैंड कर लिया कि मामा इस टाइम खुद लर्निंग कर रही हैं, उनको डिस्टर्ब ना करके मैं अपने आप अपनी एलेक्सा से बात करके सीख रही हूँ। वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू।
जी सर, थैंक्स।
तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। और नाउ ओवर टू ऑर्गेनाइजर्स, इफ दे वांट्स टू बी और एनीबॉडी वांट्स टू स्पीक आउट
Good
एंड सो
evening,
दैट।
sir. This is Dr. Asha Bharti from Jyoti Institute of Technology, Bangalore, sir. It was
प्लीज
really a wonderful the session, and it was really nice listening to you, sir. And
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಊಟ
uh,
ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ?
what ಆಯ್ತು, sir?
ಆಯ್ತುನಾ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
Yes, yes.
ಓಕೆ.
Sir,
Hello.
what I feel is this AI has become a boon. Meantime, it is a curse too, because the students have stopped thinking. For a simple thing, also they search Chat GPT and they will write the assignment with the help of these AI tools. So I feel this has become a curse too, sir.
Yes.
Right,
Because
rather, I would like to add on, sir, something that
yeah,
even
please
now,
please Ravleen. Yeah.
students, there's one challenge there I feel that students have actually started paying a little less attention in the classes until
Exactly.
and unless we make it more interesting because they feel it more feasible, more easier to find out the notes from ChatGPT, whether
Yes.
they're appropriate or not.
Yes. Absolutely. Now, Ravleen, I have a simple question to you. The most toughest job in today's era, how to teach a teacher, and which I was doing today with this session. And trust me, I think all the participants, where they were listening to me. They were listening to me. Otherwise, they could have to find the same stuff in the chat GPT. I sorry. Can you download my lecture from ChatGPT? If somebody can give the same kind of content through ChatGPT, मैं वेट कर लेता हूँ 5 मिनट, 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट। कौन सा प्रॉम्प्ट दोगे कि जो डॉक्टर मन्ना ने अपनी स्लाइड्स दिखाई हैं, जो बातें की, वो चैट जीपीटी में आ जाए? यही मैं कह रहा हूँ, until unless you do not use chat gpt, how come you know that you the next advanced version of the chat gpt you can bring in the class? अरे मैम ये तो चैट जीपीटी ने भी नहीं बताया, आप बताओ, आप अच्छा
हाँ जी.
बताओ। द वे यू टीच इन अ क्लास, द कनेक्ट, मुझे आपसे कनेक्ट बनवाना है। कंटेंट
Hmm.
पास है लेकिन वो कंटेंट नहीं चलेगा।
Right.
अब चलिए मैं आपको कंटेंट पे आ जाता हूँ। आप सबके घर में गीता, रामायणा या गुरु ग्रंथ साहब या कोई गुटके पढ़े होंगे। आई एम श्योर सम होली बुक विल बी देयर। इट इज अ कंटेंट। Tell me how many times you have gone through with that. If you gone through, the how many times you understood. If you understood, how many times you implemented in your life. If you could have been done it, I think nothing else is required for my today as a teacher or mother or a father or a parents. Reason that content is available with them. Until unless you connect their hearts, their minds, you cannot deliver what exactly you want to deliver.
Right.
That engagement, मैं बच्चों के दिलो दिमाग में उतर जाता हूँ, घंटा नहीं समझ आता, घंटा कब निकल गया। लेकिन वो कहते हैं सुनना है तो मन्ना सर को, जब वो कहते हैं सुनना तो मन्ना, फिर मैं कोई भी दवाई, जब आपने मुझे फेवरेट टीचर बना लिया ना, फिर तो मैं कुछ भी आपको दे दूँ। जब आपने कह दिया ना कि यू आर अवर फैमिली डॉक्टर, तो आप कभी भी चैट जीपीटी को नहीं पूछोगे डॉक्टर ने बोला है सेराडोन खानी है तो सेराडोन खानी है, डोलो 650 तो डोलो 650 ही खाओगे। एक बच्ची घर में आती है, उसकी मम्मी प्रिंसिपल है एक दूसरे स्कूल की, शी इज द पीएचडी इंग्लिश। उसकी जो टीचर हैं, जो अभी अभी बीएड करके आई थी, शी रोट MONKY एज ए मोंकी। मदर सेड बेटा योर मैम माइट हैव गिवन अस सम एरर, दिस नो मामा यू आर रॉन्ग, माय टीचर इज नेवर रॉन्ग, if MONKY is a monkey then MOKNY is a monkey. This kind of trust the students do to be have the teacher. हमने खो दिया हायर एजुकेशन में आते आते, क्योंकि स्कूल एजुकेशन में भी दिक्कत आ गई, कुछ ना कुछ वहाँ पे टॉक्सिटी आ गई। वी मिस्ड अवर कनेक्ट। इफ trust me, in this world never becomes a subject as a favorite teacher, becomes a favorite teacher, subject becomes automatically favorite, because when you start loving your teacher, when you start liking your teacher, when you start worship your teacher kind of things, then subject automatically get transferred, translated to your mind and heart.
Right.
कनेक्ट बनाना पड़ेगा मैडम, चैट जीपीटी से
जी।
कनेक्ट नहीं बनता है, कनेक्ट आपका बात करने से मेरे साथ बना है। अब रवलीन
हम्म।
ढूंढेगी मुझे जाके लिंक्डइन पे, व्हाट इज द सर्च लिंक्डइन पेज, शी विल सेंड अ फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट आल्सो, आई नो दैट शी विल समटाइम्स आस्क मी कि सर नंबर दीजिए, आपसे बात करनी है, दूसरी बार अपने बच्चे से बात करवानी है। ये क्या है, कनेक्ट ही तो बना। 40 मिनट
राइट।
सेशन में अगर आप डॉक्टर मन्ना को फेसबुक पे ढूंढने लग गए तो व्हाट एल्स आई नीड, दैट्स इट,
हम्म।
दैट्स इट।
हम्म।
अगर 40 मिनट्स में आप मुझे ढूंढ सकते हो, आल्दो आई एम वर्चुअल एंड आई एम एलियन टू यू, आप तो वहां फिजिकली रोज जाते हो क्लास में, वो तो आपको
राइट।
नाम से जानते हैं, आपकी
राइट।
बॉडी को रोज देख रहे हैं कि ये मेरी मैम है, ये मैम स्कूटर
हाँ
पे
जी।
आती है कि कार पे आती हैं, ये मैम कब डांटती हैं, ये मैम कब प्यार से बुलाती हैं, तो कनेक्ट क्यों नहीं बनेगा भाई? If
हम्म।
virtually I can influence you people within a 40 minutes, can't you influence in a one lecture or two lectures or maybe a one semester? You have to be
राइट।
have that kind of a teaching potential.
राइट।
That's a point.
हम्म। थैंक यू सर।
Welcome, G. Always welcome. So now anybody else still I could see, but
Thank you very much,
yeah,
sir.
Any other
Myself,
question?
yeah, Praveen Ji.
sir, myself, Dr. Praveen Kumar from MIT World Peace University,
Oh,
Pune.
wonderful, from Pune.
I'm very thankful for your thought-provoking and raising our interest in this FDP. And we are hopeful to listen you in some more sessions in the coming days.
Sure, I've been there physically. I
Yes, sir.
given a session.
Yes,
Vishwanath
sir.
Karadji knows me very
Yes,
well.
yes, sir.
So that's a nice. That's a nice to.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
So your insights really increased our interest in the FDP.
थैंक यू
Thank you
थैंक
very much,
यू।
sir.
एक टीचर की सबसे बड़ी अर्निंग
Thank
ये
you, sir.
होती है कि उसको सुनने वाला उसको ये फीडबैक दे दे कि सर मैं सुन पाया, मैं बैठ पाया, मैं 40 मिनट अपनी जिंदगी के दे पाया आपको सुनने के लिए। द
Yes, sir.
मोस्ट प्रीशियस कंपोनेंट इज द टाइम। व्हेन द स्टूडेंट इज गिविंग अ टाइम टू यू मींस गिविंग द वेरी प्रीशियस थिंग टू यू। हम
You're
उसको
right, sir.
वर्थ करें, व्यर्थ ना करें, बस यही करना होता है। दिस इज
Right,
व्हाट वी
right.
आर ट्राइंग टू डू।
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
थैंक यू।
please take some time and make to visit our college also, sir, in Bangalore.
Okay. Bharti ji, I always feel that Karnataka is my second home because I studied from Mandya, PS College in Mandya adhiketam
Oh,
kannada chalagida barta idu. So
oh,
I passed out
very nice.
93 there. So you, if anything, any session is going to be happen there, do send me invite. If date suits, I will definitely come because I used to be travel. Mysore, Bangalore, Hassan, Davangere, I do travel. I'll come. I'll definitely come. Thank
Good
you.
Thank you
evening,
so
sir.
much.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ji.
This is Dr. Gayatri. Sir, thank you so much. Your session was really fantastic. Like एक मिनट के लिए भी मैं नहीं गई थी, बहुत ध्यान से सुन रही थी, बहुत अच्छा
Thank you.
लगा सर।
Thank you.
लाइक लाइवली एग्जाम्पल्स। सर बस ये पूछना था सर कि आजकल जो रिसर्च में भी आपने थोड़ा बात किया एआई यूज को लेके, उस सर कैन यू थ्रो सम लाइट कि एआई यूज और मतलब रिसर्च पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हम क्या कर मतलब कैसे यूज करना चाहिए और
Okay.
एक एक
I
सर
understand.
मेरा हमेशा एक ही क्वेश्चन होता है। मैंने अभी रिसेंटली एक दो एफडीपी अटल के और भी अटेंड किए थे इस पर्टिकुलर थीम पे या फिर सिमिलर टू दिस। तो एक मेरा हमेशा माइंड में ये चलता है कि एक सेट ऑफ रिसर्चर बोलते हैं दैट use of AI should be encouraged or AI is very essential to use in research, teaching and all. दूसरे सेट ऑफ रिसर्च मींस पर्संस बोलते हैं कि AI should not be used and तो सर ये जो कंफ्यूजन
दोनों
डिलेमा।
ठीक है, दोनों ठीक है, मैं दोनों की बात रखता हूँ।
हाँ सर
पहले मैं
प्लीज।
बात रखता हूँ जो कह रहे हैं कि यूज से बचें, वो आधी बात करके एक्चुअली क्या हुआ, हमारे ना जो बुजुर्ग थे ना, तो आवर एल्डरली पेरेंट्स, दे यूज टू स्टॉप अस टू बी कटिंग द नेल्स एट द लेट इवनिंग, but they never given a some documentation based on this. And we were so children at our age, we were so calm, we never do arguments with the parents. They said never do the brooming at evening, so many things. They say used to hang some lemon and chili at the door. All these things have a scientific reasons, but they never do the documentation, and we were so blessed in that way. But today's the student is asking why, where, when, how, what. So 4W and 1H is always there on tips. Now, why they simply said, don't use it AI, but अरे बाबा पूरी बात करके जाओ ना। अगर आपको AI यूज करके आपकी क्रिएटिविटी खत्म होती है, AI यूज करके आपका पेशेंस खत्म होता है, AI यूज करके आप लथार्जिक हो जाते हैं, AI यूज करके आपकी डिपेंडेंसी, तो प्लीज AI मत यूज करो। At my home, in my kitchen, I have a sugar box also. But when I'm making my tea, if I am not pouring a sugar, being knowing that sugar is not good for me, I think I'm a best user of AI. Still, the if I'm putting or a sugar padi yaar, ye bhi to khatam karni hai. I'm putting and just drinking a tea and harming my body, my organs. AI is not good for me. I should be. A simple example I given to you. ओपन सोर्स है, सबके मोबाइल पे है, सब कुछ है. यही यूट्यूब, व्हेन माय स्टूडेंट इज गोइंग टू बी वॉच द यूट्यूब, दे कैन हैव प्रॉपर गुरबानी और मे बी अ गीता सार फ्रॉम यूट्यूब. It's a good for YouTube for them. The same YouTube, if they will put something title, what is the best way of do the suicide? I think the YouTube, अरे आग लगा दो इस YouTube को, मेरे बच्चे को सुसाइड करना सिखा रही है. I am sorry, YouTube has no fault. It is me, parenting, teaching, learning, ethics, EQ, EQ, not given properly, don't use AI. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में क्या बोला था? पहले EQ अच्छा कर लो, फिर टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करना, नहीं तो टेक्नोलॉजी फिर आपको रूल कर सकती है. तो दोनों ठीक कह रहे हैं. वो कह रहे हैं मत करो, तो उन्होंने पूरी बात नहीं की. जो कह रहे हैं करो, पूरी बात उन्होंने भी नहीं की. अरे भाई पूरा बताओ, अगर रोक रहे हो तो क्यों रोक रहे हो, किसको रोक रहे हो? डॉक्टर सभी को नहीं कहते हैं कि ज़्यादा पानी पियो. जिसकी ऑलरेडी कुछ डायलिसिस होगा उसको पानी रोका जाता है. आप बहुत कम पानी पिएंगे, लेकिन हेल्दी पर्सन को पानी अच्छा पीना चाहिए. दैट्स अ पॉइंट. End of the day, the teaching is common for all, but how much, where to given, why to given, that's decided by the teacher. That's decided by the teacher. So you can decide yourself. Of course, AI research में AI नहीं यूज होगी तो कहाँ यूज होगी भाई? हमारे टाइम पे मुझे रुड़की में जाके वहाँ पे फोटो कॉपी कराने पड़ते थे जर्नल्स के पेपर, फिर अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में आके मैंने लिटरेचर रिव्यू किया. इट टुक 1 year फॉर मी. टुडे द सेम वर्क यू कैन डू 1 week because you give AI prompt, these keywords, search the best papers of the journal so that I can see the extension of my research beyond this level. So 1,000 papers crux will come with AI with the 5 pages. That is your literature review. Why spending a 2 years in literature review rather than doing your experimentation work in the PhD? एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन इज, और एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन के टाइम पे क्या करें? सिमुलेशन. अरे वहां पे लैब में काम करना, कुछ ग्लास फोड़, कुछ गैस बना, कुछ कर. लिटरेचर रिव्यू के लिए एआई को यूज कर ले. पढ़नी तो पुरानी किताबें हैं तो वो बता देगा क्रक्स, ऑडियो में भी बता देगा. ठीक है. और जब आपने अपना एक्सपेरिमेंट कर लिया, आप हो सकता है अच्छे ऑथर नहीं होंगे. लुक, दिस आर माय रिजल्ट्स, प्लीज डिजाइन अ गुड ग्राफ सो दैट कि मैं अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन को ग्राफिकल में बना के दे दूं. मेरे को ना एक्सेल नहीं आती है. कोई बात नहीं, एक्सेल नहीं आती, यू आर अ गुड साइंटिस्ट. मुझे बताओ, लता जी ने किसी एक मूवी में एज ए हीरोइन काम किया, एक बार बता दो. और लता दीदी जैसा कोई गा सकता है, मुझे ये भी बता दो. इफ यू आर अ गुड सिंगर, देन गुड सिंगर, हाउ यू बिकम अ गुड हीरोइन? यू कांट बी. So good teacher cannot be, sometimes may not be a good researcher, and good researcher may not be a good presenter also. वहाँ पे AI को यूज कर लो. Who
That's
stopped
very
you?
true, sir.
That's it.
सर आप अपना मेल आईडी शेयर कर सकते हैं सर चैट.
चलिए मैं चैट पे जाके आपको मेल आईडी भी शेयर कर देता हूँ. आप मेल भी कर सकते हैं, और मुझे लिंक्डइन पे ज्वाइन भी कर सकते हैं, फेसबुक पे भी ज्वाइन करके आप बात कर सकते हैं. यू कैन आस्क सम क्वेश्चंस, क्वेरीज और समथिंग. You can reach me out.
थैंक यू
Yes.
सर.
So with this, I stop my
Sir,
session
one
here
more
today.
question, please. I'm
Okay,
really
okay.
sorry.
Last question. I
सर
can
जैसे
take.
आप कह रहे हैं कि आप लिटरेचर रिव्यू के लिए यूज कर लीजिए, एनालिसिस के लिए, लेकिन ना फिर क्या होता है कि वो पूरा का पूरा उसमें एआई डाल देता है. मतलब हमने पूरे के लिए नहीं भी यूज किया तो उसकी परसेंटेज वो दिखा देता है काफी, और उसको चेंज करने के बाद भी वो कम नहीं होता है.
Great. आपने अभी भी चलो. रीमा जी, I will repeat. I given a AI to certain keywords and one level of problem statement. AI is giving antidotes. Along with that, he is giving a reference there, sources. You have to click the source so that AI is given a one crux, but you have an extended version of that so that the paper is ready. Instead of searching a paper here and there, AI is going to give you the crux. Now I'll come to the B part. I'm not asking your chapterization done by AI. You must write your own chapter. AI can help you for formatting, corrections, of course, plagiarisms also in that many cases. But AI can also give you the solution in other way. Oh, you missed this one particular paper which is very much relevant to your literature. Oh, thank you very much AI. I missed out somehow. मेरे से skip हो गया. थीसिस जमा होने के बाद बड़ा फील होता है कि यार ये पेपर को तो साइड करना ही था मुझे, आई मस्ट हैव बीन साइड। सो एंड आजकल तो एआई खुद सिखा रही है कि मुझे कैसे यू नो एआई व्हाट, एआई इज टीचिंग इटसेल्फ हाउ टू यूज मी ऑप्टिमम एथिकली आल्सो। यू आस्क एआई मुझे एथिकली लिटरेचर रिव्यू करना सिखाओ एआई तुम्हारे, और वो आप करके देखो, एआई विल टेल कि मुझसे इतना ही लेना बाकी खुद लगाना। एआई इज टेलिंग, अब तो बात करती है वो हमसे। I spoken in Punjabi. They given a very good draft in English for what exactly I asked. I was amazed. मैंने कहा अब इसको पंजाबी में भी बना के दो, उसने मुझे पंजाबी में बना, मैंने कहा पंजाबी में इसके इमोशंस डालो, वहां पे उसने बोला दैट इज एज पर योर पर्सपेक्टिव, तुम कैसे इमोशंस चाहते हो, वीर रस चाहते हो, श्रृंगार रस चाहते हो, करुणा रस चाहते हो, अपनी मर्जी से। देखो मात आ गई ना, एआई ने हाथ खड़े कर दिए। मैंने कहा इमोशंस डाल, कहती ना इमोशंस नहीं, इमोशंस तुम डालो, मुझे आईक्यू तक रखो, ईक्यू तुम्हारे पास है, तो ई क्वेश्चन तो मेरे पास ही रहेगा, टीचर तो मैं ही रहूंगा, और ई क्वेश्चन के बिना टीचर क्लास में जा नहीं सकता। दिस इज द हार्ड रियलिटी ऑफ द लाइफ, द टीचिंग प्रोफेशन, आई बिलीव। Thank you, Ji. Thank you very much, and special thanks to Dr. Maninder Ji again. She before designing, she even before applying for the FDP, she took my consent. आप आओगे तो मैं FDP अप्लाई कर रही हूँ। अरे वाह मैम, इतना इतना सम्मान देते हो। तो मैंने बोला जब भी होगा, फिजिकल होगा तो भी आऊँगा, ऑनलाइन होगा तो भी आऊँगा। So I made my promise, and I hope she will be happy. And in future, speakers will be also the amazing speakers. She selected very good speakers. सबको सुनो और संवाद करो, नोट्स बनाओ, और एंड में एक 2 पेज की समरी मैडम को भेजो, इस एफडीपी के सेशंस में आपकी क्या क्या की लर्निंग्स हुई, व्हाट आर द की लर्निंग्स, सो द सेम नोट्स विल बी विद यू। सो एफडीपी शुड बी द ग्रीन एफडीपी, इट शुड बी द ग्रीन एफडीपी। That's all. I just conclude. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was really very, very informative, and basically, you have everything is there in the theory, but practical aspects relating it to what life exactly has been learned through going through that's really great, because such speakers we find very less, who are just connecting the dots and making it in a very practical form. And I hope all my speakers will be like the similar to that, maybe in that form, and we are expecting it a success. And thanks a lot for accepting our invite, and we hope a collaboration in coming time also, sir. Thank you very
Sure.
much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji. Thank you
Thank
to
you,
all
sir.
of you.
Thanks a
All the
lot.
best.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Overall, the session revolved around the shared responsibility of teachers, students, and institutions in embracing technology for a smart, value-based, and future-ready education ecosystem. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, you have become a favorite teacher of all of us. You can see in the chat also so much of appreciation. Now, as a token of gratitude and appreciation, we would now like to present virtual memento to our distinguished speaker for sharing valuable insights and enhancing FDP session with profound knowledge and inspiration. Thank you, sir. Kindly accept this virtual memento. So this memento is for you. We request you to accept it, sir. Now, I request everybody to open your camera for group picture. For group photograph, kindly open your camera.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Now we will have next session, which will be carried on by Dr. Archana Deshpande, ma'am. Over to you, Archana, ma'am.
Thank you, Seema, ma'am. Waiting for the speaker.
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm already here.
Dr. Rais Amit, sir.
Just a minute.
Can you mute, sir?
Oh, sorry.
The speaker has joined. I, Dr. Archana Deshpande, on behalf of GNIM, welcome you all and today's speaker, Dr. Sandhya Makkar, for session 2 of Faculty Development Program on cutting edge AI techniques for teaching and research. Today's session expert is Dr. Sandhya Makkar. Dr. Sandhya Makkar is dedicated educator and accomplished researcher with over 15 years of distinguished experience in the field of data science, AI, and optimization. She holds a doctorate degree in optimization, a master of philosophy in time cost trade-off transportation problems, mathematical programming, and a postgraduate degree in operations research, all from University of Delhi, India. She is currently serving as a course leader and senior lecturer of MSc Data Science and AI at Sheffield Hallam University, Sheffield, Britain. Dr. Makkar also holds the position of adjunct faculty at SP Jain Global Business School in Sydney, Singapore, Dubai, and Mumbai. Throughout that academic journey, she achieved first class honors and secured university rank during her studies from University of Delhi. In addition to her academic roles, Dr. Makkar serves as a book editor for 2 series at CRC Press, Taylor and Francis Group, USA, Information Technology Management and Operation Research Practices, and the other one is Big Data for Industry 4, Challenges and Applications. Dr. Makkar has conducted faculty development and management development programs on predictive analytics and optimization techniques. Currently, Dr. Makkar has edited 2 books, Artificial Intelligence with Smart City Development and Privacy Vulnerabilities and Data Security Challenges in IoT, in collaboration with international partners, to be published by Taylor and Francis, USA. Passionate about machine learning and artificial intelligence, Dr. Makkar has worked on projects related to sentiment analysis, predictive analytics, predictive maintenance, and more. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. So over here it's 1:30, and maybe in India it would be around 7:30 or 8 p.m. So good afternoon and good evening both. So I really don't know from which part of country you all are attending this faculty development program. So now my whole family is there in India. So I believe that, yes, you all are from India. So today I would be taking one of my research topics, which was on predictive analytics. So let me share my slides. Could you please turn on the sharing? Okay, yeah, I can see that, yeah. Hope you all can see my slides now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. Today's topic is basically uncovering employee job satisfaction using machine learning. So this is a case study of Om Logistics, which I did when I was there in India. So I think in the year 2020. So I thought that I should share this research with you all, because you will be able to relate with maybe predictive analytics and the company which is there in India. So this is a logistics company. So my area of research at that time was supply chain optimization. And I was basically working on machine learning. I was enhancing myself in that area. So me, along with my research colleagues, we basically worked on this company. So before moving to maybe this topic, I want this session to be interactive. So I have basically created some of the quizzes for you, and this is not to basically uh, evaluate you in or giving you any score on that. I just want to understand your understanding on machine learning and maybe HR analytics. So it's a very basic quiz with 5 or 6 questions. So to begin with, let's have that. So after this, I will share what we will do in my session. So let's start with this quiz. So this is the QR code. If you are unable to see this, you just need to basically scan this QR code from your mobile phone. And as soon as you will give me the responses, we can discuss each question one by one. Hope you are able to scan QR code. If you are not, just let me know, because I cannot see you right now. I can just see my slides. Or you can even scan from here. Okay, I can see 2 responses, but I am expecting more. Hope we have more respondents. I got 9 responses. Yeah, 10 responses. Yeah. So I think we have enough responses now, 22 responses. So if you want to add your responses and still working, that's okay. So so let's see what are your responses. So my question was, the very first question was, what comes to your mind when you hear about machine learning? So this is nothing but a word cloud, and you would have seen already maybe in some of your surveys or questionnaires that you can create these word clouds. So this is also one of the special uh, basically algorithm that works on your text, which uses text analytics to make this word cloud. Yeah, so we can see what is, so your text comprises of some keywords which were repeated time and time again. So like data, prediction, technology, algorithm, explicitly programmed, prediction automatically. So these are the words that you have used in your responses, and the AI has generated a cloud of the words, and bigger the word is, that means that word is repeated many times in your text. In your text means, there are, suppose if there are 100 faculty members who are here and they are responding, so data is repeated many times in their answers. So like 22 responses, maybe in 20 responses the word data was there. So more bigger the word is, so bigger the frequency of that word, repetition of that word is more. So this is called word cloud. So I believe that you all have submitted your responses, so you have fair idea of what is machine learning. So it's a good news for me. So you already know that you people, or data scientists, basically works on data. They do predictions, they make intelligent decisions. There are some algorithms that run behind the scenes, because of which prediction happens. So this was basically the response from your, this was the word cloud from your 22 responses. So let's see the next question. I think this was about what comes to your mind when you hear about, yeah, this is the one. What factors most influence employee job satisfaction? So why I have asked this question, because of my title, uncovering basically employee job satisfaction. So according to you, what factors are there? So you mentioned that salary, work-life balance, work ethics, colleagues and supervisors, work atmosphere, work culture, growth opportunities. So again, the word cloud is made, and I believe that you now understand that how to measure employee job satisfaction. These are the variables which can take part in making a model which will predict employee job satisfaction. So the very first thing when we talk about machine learning or AI is that we should have some data set. So what kind of data set? So data set, if we talk about this research where I have basically predicted employee job satisfaction. So the variables that contributed to employee job satisfaction, the responses are taken from the staff members of Om Logistics, and the similar variables were taken for their responses, like pay, recognition, age, not work-life balance, but yes, compensation, also some other variables which we will see later. Yeah. So the third question is, what is the goal of machine learning? So some of you have said that manual programming, others have said that learn patterns from the data or predictions, and nobody said that I don't know. So that's a good news again for me. So everybody knows what is machine learning. So now I was told by my colleague that the people who are attending faculty development program are from various areas. So it's good that you all know what is machine learning then. I do not have to describe it. Now I will do that. So you are very correct by saying that learn pattern from data. So what do we do in machine learning? We basically collect the data the way I have just told you. We had collected data of pay, recognition, compensation, age of the employees of Om Logistics. So this is basically the historical data, along with how much what is the satisfaction level of those employees in the organization. So this was the historical data. Now predictions are, if any new employee comes or joins the organization, then will he be satisfied in the organization? This is what I want to predict. So machine learning does these two things. First is learn pattern from the data, what has been happening in the past, and now we are predicting the future. That if any new employee who has this much of salary, his age is this, the work-life balance is this, so what would be the prediction for the employee satisfaction for him? Yeah, so past and the future. So machine learning takes care of both the things. Learn pattern from the data, what data, historical data, and then the predictions, which is nothing but the future. So it is not at all manual programming. Now we will see one small example on Excel. I have not taken a very big example. Otherwise, it would have been very mathematical for you. So we will see some of the examples in the presentation further. Yeah, so next was, what does supervised learning means? So supervised learning, wow, 81% of you people have said that supervised learning, basically these are the models trained on labeled data. So labeled data, that we have the variables that are labeled, like age, salary, recognition. So these are the variables that are already labeled for us. And now we have to predict one more labeled data, which is your basically response variable, which would be your employee satisfaction, job satisfaction. And 13% of you have said that learning under supervision of someone. So these options are created by me. So it is actually learning under supervision of someone, but we are talking about some technical things. So it is more of model trained on label data. So there are some more options. Models explore data with no labels. No, it is incorrect, because these are the models which are labeled. Labeled means we know the variable names. We know the variable which we need to predict. We know the variable on which my variable is dependent on. Yeah, so this is basically supervised learning. So we will see more examples of supervised learning a little further. Now, next is, which of these is an HR analytics example? So 81% have said that predicting employee turnover. So very correct. Predicting customer churn. So I will say that customer churn is more of a marketing example and not of an HR. So the correct answer would be predicting employee turnover. So HR analytics is basically based on human resource and what are the functions of the human resource in an organization. So it is more of internal marketing as compared to the external marketing. Okay, rate your familiarity with these machine learning ideas. So I understand what machine learning means. So 35% of you are aware of this machine learning models, and I can differentiate between predictor and response variables. So 29% of you have said you can differentiate. I am confident using Python, R, or SAS. So 32% of you are confident of using Python, R, or SAS. That's a good percentage. I can interpret model accuracy. So 38% of you have said you can predict model accuracy and you can interpret that. So it is also a good percentage. I can relate machine learning concepts to the real world applications. So 29% of you are already aware of machine learning concepts of real applications. So that's a good percentage. Now, I will discuss all these in my coming slides. So Anybody has any question related to this quiz? Okay, so I believe there is no question, so that's okay. We can move further then. So artificial intelligence, according to the dictionary, Collins Dictionary, the definition of artificial intelligence is the study of modeling of human mental functions by computer programs. So this is just a small cartoon which I have got from one of one of the website Medium, on which I generally read some of the very interesting topics. So you can read this cartoon in your own time. I will share the slides. So basically, what is artificial intelligence and why I'm talking about artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is nothing but it uses the algorithms that mimics human mind. So, dictionary says that the study of modeling of human mental functions by computer programs. So, why I'm talking about artificial intelligence? Because my topic is related to machine learning. So, artificial intelligence is like a big umbrella under which machine learning is a subset. So artificial intelligence uses many other fields like statistics, mathematics, computer programming, and many other fields. And machine learning is just one of the subset of the artificial intelligence. And you would have heard about these days, maybe ChatGPT, Google Gemini. So they all use artificial intelligence, and not only machine learning, but other parts of the artificial intelligence as well. So the basic history is artificial intelligence is not very new. Now, in the recent years, machine learning, artificial intelligence has become more popular. So it came into existence in 1950s, and in 1980s, we already had machine learning. But people had not applied those machine learning in business applications like of HR or marketing. And maybe recently, when the companies have with time have realized that these algorithms can generate revenue for them, now they have become more popular. So machine learning, which we are taking care of today, is basically the subset of artificial intelligence. And deep learning, which is again the extension of machine learning, it uses basically neural networks, and it caters with more of the unstructured data. So structured data is basically like the data collected from the questionnaires, which has labels and which is not very dirty. But unstructured data is like text, images, videos. These are all unstructured data. So deep learning is more about maybe exploring unstructured data, and machine learning is structured and unstructured both. So this is again a small cartoon which I really liked. So you can see that a teacher is teaching and teaching to maybe the robots and saying that stop misbehaving or I will send you back to data cleaning. So very first step of machine learning is data collection and data cleaning. So so I will just discuss with you what is data cleaning. So little later. So let me show you why we basically talk about machine learning these days, because data is everywhere. So you have seen that on Facebook, there are millions of photos uploaded every hour, or on Instagram. On YouTube, you can see that there are lots and lots of videos that are uploaded every second on YouTube. On Twitter, which is now called X, more than 400 million tweets per day. So in astronomy, again, it is the data is there, satellite data in hundreds of basically PBs. So what is that? So this is nothing but it comprises, it basically makes a lot and lot of data. And now companies have realized that if we are able to analyze these data sets, we can generate more revenue. So that is why this machine learning came into existence. So we are datafied. So wherever we go, we are datafied. So you have seen that now you have smartphones. So smartphone can track your location. Whenever we basically log into internet, we leave our footprints on web. So we interact on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. We upload pictures on Instagram. So when we browse movies on Netflix, then again we leave our footprints there, and that is why the basically a platform basically recommends you the movies, what movies you will like. So this is called, we are datafied these days. So what are the companies that are using machine learning? So almost all the companies are using now machine learning. If they are not using that, that means they are behind rest of the companies and they are not in the competition. So Google, Amazon, Netflix, Pandora, eHarmony, Fitbit. So all the companies which you can see, maybe which you work on in day-to-day life, they all are using now machine learning and AI, and they are making use of basically intelligent applications of machine learning to generate their revenues, obviously. So there are some examples which are from our real life where we can see we use machine learning. So the very first example is in your Gmail. If you have seen that your emails are basically segregated on their own, spam and non-spam. So you can see in your inbox, you can see the primary emails, you can see the promotion emails, and you can see some of the spam emails as well, which will make a folder on its own, a tab on its own. So what is working behind this? Nothing but machine learning is working behind the scene. You have seen ChatGPT, which is actually using large learning models, LLM, which are now very popular. You have seen on Gmail, when you write an email, so it basically gives you some of the words you can write or some of the sentences. So Gmail has now become very smart to write an email for you. You have seen Alexa AI. So Alexa basically gives you the answers. So it is not very new, it is very old. Now they are now improving Alexa also. So this is also using AI and machine learning tools. On Netflix, you would have seen recommendation systems, which are basically playing behind the scene of Netflix, which recommends you movies. When you watch movies, it basically tracks your pattern, what kind of movies basically you like, and then it recommends you the movies according to your liking. So even on Amazon, you would have seen the recommendations for you. Suppose you have seen some dress or some of the product you want to buy, but you do not buy it. You again open Amazon, it will give you the suggestions on Amazon. Even on Facebook, you would have seen it gives you suggestions of friends. So how does it give those suggestions? Based on your footprints, whatever you have done on the internet, it is basically tracking everything. And now some mathematical algorithms are playing in the background, which is popping up these predictions, that what will you like, what movies will you like, what friends would you would like to basically add. So self-driving cars, these are not very new examples. And some of the examples from maybe YouTube, where YouTube also recommends you the songs which you would have already listened to. So these are some popular examples which uses basically AI and machine learning. So how is it happening? The answer is machine learning. So what is the simple definition of machine learning? So it is the field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So what does machine learning do? It basically understands what is your pattern of whatever you are doing on the internet, and then it gives the predictions by learning the patterns on its own. You do not have to program it every time. Okay, and what is the formal definition? The formal definition is a computer program is set to learn from experience E with respect to some task T and some performance measure P if its performance on T as measured by P improves with experience E. So there are three things that are taking a role in this formal definition. The first is experience E. So it basically learns from the experience with respect to some task. So that means experience of what? Some task. And then it is measuring the performance of. I think there is somebody talking behind.
Please mute it. HP sir, please mute. HP sir, please mute. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so very much. So formal definitions have three things that are taking the role in the formal definition of machine learning. The first is the task. What is the task? What is the experience? And how the performance is measured of that computer program. So let's see one of the example through which you will basically see what is the task, how the experience is learnt by the machine, and then how the performance is measured. So again, I am now showing you one QR code. I would like you to again fill this QR code, fill this quiz. So this is the QR code. I would request you to please kindly scan this and answer some of the questions. So again, it is related to the question of spam and non-spam of Gmail. Hope you people are doing this small quiz, because this is for the understanding of what is machine learning. So the question over here is, suppose your email program watches which email you do or do not mark as spam, and based on that learns how to better filter spam. So what is the task T of the program in this setting? Okay, there are 10 responses. So I think I should not show you the answers because otherwise most of them can see from here. Okay, so there are around 23 responses now. So the scenario was, suppose your email program watches which emails you do or do not mark as spam. So initially what you are doing, you are basically, when the emails are coming to your Gmail, you are segregating them manually, that these are spam emails, do not send it to you, or maybe go to the spam folder. You basically forward them to the spam folder. And based on that, we have basically made a machine learning program based on your historical data. Now, the question is, what is the task T of the program in this setting? So what program needs to do, what the machine learning program or algorithm's task here? Is it to classify the emails as spam or not spam? Or just observing the labels of the emails? Or the third is the number of emails correctly classified as spam or non-spam, or none of the above. So basically the answer is, the task T over here is, for the machine learning algorithm, the task is classifying the emails as spam or non-spam. This is the task which is responsible for the machine learning algorithm. So I'm just trying to explain the definition of the machine learning, which we discussed before. So task T over here is classifying the emails as spam or non-spam. There are lots of responses now, and my percentage over here for the correct answer is decreasing. But I am now letting you know that the correct answer for the task of the program is basically classifying emails as spam or non-spam. Now, the next question is how it gains experience, how this computer program of machine learning gains experience. So let's go to question number 2. So there are again 4 options, and those options are the same. Classifying emails as spam or non-spam? No, because this was basically the answer of the first part. It is the task of the program to classify emails as spam or non-spams. Second option was watching you label emails as spam or non-spam. Yes, this is the experience that the algorithm is gaining by watching you what emails for you are spam and non-spam. So this is the experience which program is gaining from your pattern. The third option was the number of emails correctly classified. No, this is not basically the experience or the task. So this is incorrect answer. None of the above is also incorrect answer. The correct answer is watching you label emails as spam or non-spam. So basically what it is doing, it is watching the historical data and learning the pattern, your pattern. This is how it is gaining the experience. Now, the third is how will it measure the performance? So the performance is measured obviously by the number of emails correctly classified as spam or non-spam. This is how it will measure the performance, not by labeling emails as spam or non-spam. So it can label, maybe the predictions can also go wrong. So labeling emails as spam or non-spam is not basically measuring them. It is just basically experience, watching you label emails as spam or non-spam. The correct answer over here is the number of emails correctly classified as spam or not spam. This is how the program measures the performance. Yeah, so these are the three things, and through which we basically now understand that what is now machine learning. So machine learning basically classifies emails as spam or not spam. So which is the task? Watching you label emails as spam or non-spam is the experience of, is gaining the experience from the historical data. And the third is the number of emails correctly classified as spam or non-spam. By doing this, it is actually measuring the performance. Okay, so who does all this? Basically, data scientists does all these things. Now there is a machine learning algorithm that is created only one time. And then that particular algorithm can be fitted in many scenarios. So this is what machine learning is. It is learning the patterns on itself and then predicting the things. So this is a typical example of classification of emails, where your variable of response is basically spam or non-spam. Yeah, so this is what machine learning is. After this, the types of machine learning. So there are three types of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So today we will be taking care of supervised learning, because the topic which I am taking is uncovering employee job satisfaction. It is from supervised learning and classification. So under this also we have various heads, and we are taking care of this classification part over here. Okay, so basically how we know that what type of machine learning we are handling, it depends on what kind of problem in hand. Okay, like we are classifying our emails as spam or non-spam, then we are doing supervised learning classification. If
Priya madam,
we
kindly mute.
if we are predicting maybe the salaries of the employees in my university, then it would be regression, because whatever I am predicting basically decides what kind of algorithm I need to use. Yeah, so unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning, I will discuss it a little later. So let's go to the descriptions of supervised, unsupervised, and sorry. Is it shared, Dr. Archana?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my slides?
No,
They
ma'am.
have. Okay, I think they are minimized on its own. Let me check. Could you please allow me to share the slides, please?
Okay, ma'am.
Hope you can see my slides, Dr. Archana.
Yes, ma'am. Can see your slides.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So, three types of machine learning. The first is the supervised learning. So my example of the research is from supervised learning itself. So in supervised learning, we are given the label data set. So as in the quiz also, most of you already knew that what is supervised learning. So we are given label data set. That means we know the name of the variables and we know what do we need to predict. So it also takes care of the relationship between the input and the output. So output could be like like over here, the example is predicting the house price when we know the size of the house and the number of bedrooms. So over here, the variable which I need to predict is the house price. And my variables on which the house price is dependent on is house size and the number of bedrooms. So over here, these labels of the variables are given to us. And when the labels are given to us, then we use supervised learning. Next is the unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, we are not given the labels. So over here, there is a set of maybe a few things, and then we basically segregate according to the features of those items in the set. Okay, so the technique which generally we use over here is clustering. So like over here, there is a collection of maybe some fruits in a basket, and we want that our algorithm should basically classify each of the fruits as apples, pears, and oranges. So based on the features of apple, like it is red color, round in shape, it has one leaf, something like that, it will read that the shape of the apple, and then it will basically predict that this is the category of apples. Now it will not name it as apples, which we can name it later, we can label it later, but it will segregate it according to what kind of items we have in the collection of maybe some set or a basket. So this is what unsupervised learning is. So what is the input here? The collection of the items which are unlabeled, and then we run a model, a machine learning model or algorithm on that collection input, and it will then segregate according to the features all of the items in different categories. This is what unsupervised learning is, and the most popular algorithm that we run on these kinds of examples is clustering. Third is the reinforcement learning. So you know about maybe chatbots, and in gaming industry there are lots of games like PUBG and other games. So over there, basically they use reinforcement learning. So it basically not only uses machine learning, but it also uses more areas of artificial intelligence, and it allows machine learning to interact with the dynamic environment. Dynamic environment means the environment is not static. As in maybe supervised learning, we have certain set of variables, but over there the variables keep on changing, and they give us response. According to the response, we reward the person, and then again we basically do some more predictions. Like in chatbot, you basically talk with that, it asks you further questions, keep on asking maybe further questions until you get the final answer. So over there, we use reinforcement learning. So what are the tools of machine learning? For machine learning, there are various tools that you can use. And it's not that those who know programming languages, they can only do machine learning. No, I teach lots of students this topic, machine learning, data analytics, without doing any coding. So some of the softwares that you can use where you do not need to know coding is Veka, R Carrot, if you have heard about that, and SAS Enterprise Miner. So these are the tools which I have used personally, where you do not need to know any coding. You just need to understand how algorithm basically works, and you just input your data set to the software, and you just drag and drop your models, and then it will give you the output. So you should basically know how to interpret the output of the model. So you do not need to know the coding in these softwares like Veka, SAS Enterprise Miner, R Carrot. But yes, in others, you may need to know the coding. So coding is basically, you can do coding when you have to customize some of things and which are not there in already made models in those softwares. So the tools that can be used are R programming, Python, Veka, SAS, uh, Azure, Hugging Face, Jupyter, OpenCV. So there are many based on what kind of problem you have, what kind of data set you have. So now we can do some basic algorithms on Excel as well, which we will see today. Okay, so this basically ends my section 1, where I wanted to let you know what is machine learning, what are the tools of machine learning, and what are the types of machine learning. If you have any questions, maybe you can ask me from this part. So after this, I will start my own research paper, which I have included here. Any questions? Maybe you can unmute yourself to ask questions. Okay, that's good. There are no questions. So let's move forward. So this is about uncovering employee job satisfaction using machine learning. So I have not basically mentioned the mathematics of what we did in each of the algorithms. I just named the algorithms because otherwise it would have been basically very it would have been very complex for the people who are not from the field, or I have not included the codes. I used R programming here in this research, and we use supervised learning, and we use classification of supervised learning, classification methods in supervised learning. So the topic is uncovering employee job satisfaction. So basically, this is a case study of Om Logistics Private Limited, which is a flagship company of Om Group. It is a global provider of logistics, transportation, and distribution services. It serves individuals, and it serves small companies and multinational organizations. It has over 5,000 dedicated fleet of vehicles for basically taking the parcels and couriers from one place to the other place. Some of the clients of Om Logistics are Yamaha, Videocon, Samsung, Tata, and there are many more. So basically, they approached us to solve the problem of their employee job satisfaction. So they basically what was the objective? The objectives of the problem was identify the most important internal marketing tools for determining employees satisfaction. So we will see what are the internal marketing tools. So internal marketing tools are basically how do they promote employee satisfaction within the organization. So there are some of the variables that play role in employee satisfaction. Like you said that the variables are salary, work-life balance, the culture of the organization. So these are nothing but the internal marketing tools. So first is to identify what are the important internal marketing tools. That means what are the important variables that are taking part in employee satisfaction. And the second is identifying the machine learning model that is most appropriate for the case of own logistics. That means if we have to predict employee satisfaction, which of the machine learning model from the supervised learning, which of the machine learning model is working best. So these were our two objectives. So what did we do? How did we did that? So they gave us a data set of age, salary, reward, appraisal, recognition, and promotion. So the thing is, we contacted their HR, and we floated one questionnaire where we asked them about these things like promotion, recognition, appraisal, how happy they are about these variables, which are nothing but the internal marketing tools of theirs. And so how did they fill the questionnaire? Like age, they gave us age in years, number of years, salary obviously in rupees 1,000, and reward, appraisal, recognition, and promotion. Such some of these variables, we basically use the Likert scale. So Likert scales means suppose the scale was for promotion was 1 to 5. So 5 is that yes, they are very happy with the promotion. 1 is they are not at all happy with the promotion. So it was just like ranking the promotion and recognition. This is how we measured these variables. So you can see this data set. So the scale was not 1 to 5. We took for some of like promotions, we took the scale of 1 to 4 because some of the reasons. And then for other, we took 1 to 3. So this is the data set. Now this is a very clean data set which you are looking at. But when we received the data set was of around 150 employees, and they also gave us this variable values, job satisfaction, how much satisfied they are with their job. So under this, you can see that we have given the values of 1, 0, 1, 0. Basically, 1 means yes, they are satisfied. 0 means no, this particular person is not satisfied with the work culture or pay or recognition. He is not satisfied. So you can see over here the person who is at 4th row, he is not satisfied. The age of that person is 36. Now the salary is very good, 85,000, but he gave 1 in each of the parameters like recognition, appraisal, reward, promotion. So he is not very happy uh, uh, with whatever he is doing. So his job satisfaction is 0. So this is what they have filled. So we had this historical data, and we had to see out of all these variables, what variables are important, what variables are playing the most important role in employee job satisfaction. And secondly, if suppose a new employee comes and his age would have been suppose 30 years, pay is suppose 45,000, and we ask him about various parameters here. Some of the parameters he may fill, he may not fill. What would be his satisfaction level? So we want to create a model in such a way that we can predict the satisfaction level of some employee based on his age, pay, promotion, reward, etc. So this is the data set. So this is the whole cycle, or I will say the flow of the modeling technique in machine learning, what we did. So the first step was data collection. So we basically created a questionnaire, and we floated the questionnaire among all the employees, and then we collected the data. So whenever we collect the data, the data is not in its very clean form. So what does that mean? It means that the data is dirty, and data has maybe many missing observations. It may have some of the duplicacies. It may have somebody would have mentioned something which should not have been mentioned here. Like in promotion, we wanted the values from 1 to 4, and they would have written 5 or something like that. So there are discrepancies. So the very first step is data pre-processing. So what is data pre-processing? That means cleaning the whole data, which requires removing the duplicacies. If there are any missing values, we should go back and understand why there are missing values. If we are unable to understand the missing values, why they are there, basically we do further analysis on that. And if there we couldn't understand the reasons of the missing observations, then we impute those missing observations. Imputation means replacing the missing value with some particular value, like mean or median or some other algorithm to be used to replace that missing observation with some observation, with some number. So why it is important to impute the missing observations? Because if there would be many missing observations, in the end our predictions could go wrong. So we want some values in wherever there are missing observations. So this is the part of data pre-processing. In this, there is another thing which I have not mentioned here, the presence of the outliers. So presence of the outliers like salaries. So most of the people suppose have salaries between 20,000 to 50,000 rupees, but one of the person has a salary of 100,000 or 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees per month. So in that case, should you include that particular odd one out value, or should you not include? So this is what outlier. So for outliers, we again use some mathematical or machine learning algorithms like transformations. And then we basically scale all the outliers along with the normal observations. So there are many things that goes in cleaning of the data. So the most important two things are missing observations and outliers, presence of the outliers that should be catered before we use any machine learning algorithm. So this was second step. The third step is application of machine learning models. Now, based on what type of prediction we want, like over here, our variable which we need to predict is whether the person is satisfied in the job or dissatisfied. Yes or no, 1 or 0. In that case, we basically use supervised machine learning model, and under this we use a classification model. So here in third step, what algorithm to use based on what type of variable you are basically catering to. So do you want to predict salaries? Do you want to predict whether the person is satisfied or dissatisfied? Or do you want to predict or you do not want to do any predictions? So based on this, your algorithm is based. Okay, so in this example, we have to use supervised machine learning method, and that too classification methods. So there are many classification algorithms under supervised machine learning. So I will show you in a little while. After this, we basically find some performance matrices. These are called accuracy and sensitivity measures. So I will discuss only accuracy because it further requires most of the mathematical things to understand. So performance matrices are important to then interpret in the end, because we are basically evaluating the performance of our machine learning models. And based on this, we basically make a final decision which model is working best on our data set. After this, what we did, we basically found which one is our best model. Again, a mathematical machine learning algorithm was ran, which is called TOPSIS, to see which method is basically working best for us. So this is the whole flow, and generally this is the whole flow only for all the machine learning models. data collection, data pre-processing, apply machine learning model, evaluate the performance of the machine learning model, and rank the models according to the accuracy and sensitivity. This is a general flow also of all the machine learning algorithms. So this was our data set, you can see, and I have named here what are the supervised machine learning models of machine learning we used. So this is our data set on the left. And then we used 4 machine learning models, which comes under supervised machine learning. The first is the binary logistic regression. Second is decision trees. Third is the random forest, and then support vector machines. So I am not going into the details of each of the methods. Otherwise, I would have to take the whole subject altogether in 1.5 hours. So maybe in your own time, you can explore these methods. And after this, we basically ran the predictions on all the 4 methods, and using topses, we basically gave the rank to our methods, which is giving us the best accuracy of the predictions. So to tell you, predictions are not always accurate. So each method has its own formula kind of thing to predict. And when we do the predictions, we also check how much is the accuracy of each model for each of the predictions. So we used topses as our method to rank our predictions based on the accuracy. And then we got the predictions for our new employees, like whether they are satisfied or not satisfied. So this is basically called a response variable. The one which we need to predict is called response variable, and it is based on other variables like age, pay, recognition. Those are called predictor variables. So our predictor variables are predicting the response variable. Response variable is satisfaction, and predictor variables are age, pay, recognition, appraisal, reward, promotion, etc. Yeah, so this is the whole flow of our machine learning model. Now, accuracy of the models. So you can see the accuracy of the models we have found, and then we have ranked them according to the accuracy. So random forest gave the accuracy of 87.3%. On the right hand side, it is sensitivity, but I'm not going into the depth of sensitivity. Let's understand only the accuracy. Decision tree has the accuracy of 81.1. Support vector machines has given us the accuracy of 78.5, and binary logistic gave us the accuracy of 77%. So in the end, our conclusion was that random forest is working best on this kind of data set where we have to basically measure employee job satisfaction. So random forest is the best algorithm, which is the supervised algorithm. And according to the topses, and so each of the algorithm also gives us the variable importance. So this is a variable importance graph. So it is showing that age and pay are the top 2 variables which are giving most of the information about employee job satisfaction, which plays an important role in employee job satisfaction. So age and pay. Now I understand that it should be directly related to promotion and appraisal, but you can see that promotion and appraisal are the lowest. Age and pay are the most important variables in this particular example. So this was the conclusion. Random forest is the best performing machine learning model, and age and pay are the most important factors for employee job satisfaction for this case. So how much is the pay and what is the age of the person basically describes the employee job satisfaction most as compared to the rest of the variables. So this is the final conclusion of this research. So next we will do the exercise on Excel. So I just have maybe 10 minutes. So so I will just share the data set with you. And if you want, you can work on this exercise along with me, or you can just see what I am doing right now to let you know what is this exercise what is this exercise all about. So I would like you to read about this first. So this is just a hypothetical case study of healthcare, where it is mentioned that due to sudden rise in pollution in air, a healthcare institute is concerned with the health of their patients. So there are 725 cases of lung capacity, age, and height are collected to predict the capacity of the lungs of new patients based on the inputs given, and thereby treat them and help the institution to resolve the problem. So, so you can see over here that the variable that we need to predict is basically lung capacity. And lung capacity is based on age and height of the person. And this is the historical data that is given to us. So let me share with you the Excel file on which where this data set is basically lying. So what do we do basically in this type of example is we create a straight line, which is called a regression line, in between our data set, and we will get a function of the regression line. And that function basically gives us the value of the lung cap. So value of the lung cap means the predictions of the lung cap. So without going into the mathematics, let's see maybe how it works in Excel. So this is the lung cap data.
So, ma'am, kindly mute.
Dr. Ajna, can I share this data set with the participants right now, or shall I just show how it works?
You can share, ma'am.
So on the chat, or how
Yeah.
do I share?
Yeah, on the chat only, ma'am.
Okay, I am unable to find the option of sharing. Yeah, file. Yeah, I found that. Yeah.
You can scan and share it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can right now show the data and you can share it with me. I will give it to the participants.
Yeah, I have just shared on chat and I am showing it side by side. So did you receive it over the chat?
Yes, ma'am, it's there, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So let me start how to basically do a basic model. Can you see this Excel file which I have opened, Dr. Archana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you can see that this is the data set with 3 columns: lung capacity, age, and height. So I am just taking into consideration, maybe I am removing this for a time being, this age, because I'm not taking, we do not have enough time to take both the variables and discuss about it. So only 2 variables I am considering. Now, when we have to basically, another thing what I am doing is I am just rearranging these columns, like height first and lung cap later. So this is my X variable. So X variable means this is my predictor, and this is my Y variable. Lung cap is my Y variable, which is nothing but my the variable which I need to predict. So very first thing is I can see the relationship between my X and Y variable. So how can I see the relationship between X and Y variable? I will select both the variables till the end, and then I will go to insert and create a scatter plot. So you can see over here the scatter plot, and the scatter plot, basically it is showing a relationship between X and Y, where X is nothing but the age of the person and Y is the lung capacity. So how is the relationship according to the scatter plot? The scatter plot is showing a positive relationship. Now this is actually a synthetic data. So logically it is not correct that as the age increases, the lung capacity also increases. This is what it is showing, because age is increasing and your Y variable lung capacity is also increasing. So how do we basically predict the lung capacity? We have to create a regression line, a straight line between our data set. To do that, we just click on the points over here in the Excel file and then right click, and we will do add trend line. So if we add the trend line, it will give us some options. What kind of trend line do you want to make? Linear, exponential, logarithmic, polynomial. So I want to fit a linear regression, linear straight line, because it is fitting well according to the scatter plot. And I also want that it should it should display the equation of this line on the chart, and also display the R square value, which I believe that those who teach statistics must be knowing what is R square. So as soon as I will do that, it will basically give me the equation of this straight line, which could be fitted inside the data set. And then it is not showing very clearly the line. So these are the only options. And you can see the equation of the straight line is basically y 0 point. It is basically minus 13.997 plus 0.3372 x, where what is y for me? Okay. I don't want to write equal to here. I just want to print this. Y is, where has it gone? So let's do it again. I don't know where it has gone. So yeah, this is here. So y is equal to minus 13.9, or let's take minus 14 plus 0.33x. Okay, so what is x over here? The x is nothing but the height of the people, and y is nothing but the lung capacity. So suppose now the height of the people is, the height of a particular person is, suppose 6.5 feet. Okay, and we want to predict now what, according to the height, what would be the lung capacity of a person. So we can basically, according to this straight line, we can put these values like minus 14 plus 0.3372 into the height. So we can predict the lung capacity of a person according to the height of the person. So which came out to be minus 11.855. So this is basically according to the height of the person. Similarly, we can make this, so this is nothing. So what algorithm did we use? We use supervised learning and use simple linear regression, where we have only one y variable, as y variable was lung capacity, and x variable as the height of the people. So what it does, simple linear regression, it gives the equation of the straight line in terms of y and x. And then if we have to predict maybe y, so we put the new value of x in this equation and we can predict the value of y. So this is just for a simple linear regression. Now we can do multiple linear regression also in Excel. So because of the short of time, we are not using it. I am just quickly letting you know from where you can find that. When you will go to data, on the top right hand corner, you will see data analysis. So whatever advanced statistics or machine learning you need to do, you can basically use that data analysis option. So if you will click on data analysis, over here, there are many options that you can do. So regression is one option which you can basically do, and click, if you will click OK, you can give the value of y here and you can input the value of x here. So if you have more than one x, like over here we have age and height, so you have to give all the range all together in these sets, and then you would have to click OK, and you will get the solution of basically y based on, you will get the equation of the regression which will have y, x1 and x2, where x1 would be your height and y1 x2 would be your age, and it will give you a equation of the straight line which you can predict when you will have age and height of the person. You can predict y, lung capacity, based on that. So this is all about this case, and these are, you can see some of the references which are not very new, because I worked on this in 2020. So that is why the research papers are a little old, because this was very old paper of mine. If you have any questions, please let me know. So from my side, I have told you what is machine learning, and I have given you some of the examples, and I quickly ran one on Excel. Though you can use R and Vecca and other platforms also to do some maybe higher techniques, but we just did the simple linear regression on Excel. Any questions, anything you want me to answer?
The session is open for queries. Any participant who has queries can raise their hands.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if the variables are more than 2,
Yeah.
then what could be, ma'am? Means
So
what
in
could be the
that,
accuracy?
sorry.
Hello. You just
Yeah.
shown one variable is height and second variable is lung capacity.
Yes.
I think you hide one of the another variable.
Yeah, there was age also.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
age and height was our independent variables, which basically predicts our Y variable, lung capacity. Why did I hide? Because of the paucity of the time, we couldn't do multiple regression. But if you want the solutions of multiple regression, I can send you that also. You can do that on Excel using data analysis toolbar, which I just showed you.
Okay.
Is this the question, or you
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
some other question?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is it okay?
Yeah, so it is not difficult in Excel.
Okay.
If you need, you can contact me. This is my email ID, which is given on the screen, and I can discuss with you. And I am also open for any research work you people are doing in certain area where you want to apply machine learning algorithms. I am open for that as well.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, any other question by anyone?
Yeah, any participant would like to ask the query?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Myself, Dr. Pankaj Kumar Vasne. Ma'am, I
Yeah, good
want to
evening, sir.
know about the how to do the cross validation in the data set.
So could you please email me regarding that? For cross validation, it requires a lot of, I think you will have maybe a lot of data set. That is why you require cross validation.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So is there any particular problem where you want to do? Because it has now, it has its own algorithms to do for cross validation.
Ma'am, how to design the own algorithm for that?
So you will not design it. So there are already designed algorithms for cross validation. So what I know about cross validation is that you have a lot of data set and you want to create more subsets of the data sets and see what data set is performing better for you according to accuracy and sensitivity or root mean square error. So it's again a whole big, I will say, study of cross validation. So if you want to discuss more, maybe you can contact me on my email and we can discuss over there if it is specific to your own problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Any other query? Shall
Ma'am,
we
there's a
conclude the
question in the
session
chat.
now?
What negative value means? Is from Dr. G. Veerapai.
What negative value means? Okay, over here, the negative value in this example. So let me show you this Excel file where we have found the solution. So basically negative value over here doesn't mean much. This is just an intercept. So negative value of, I don't know, you are asking about the lung capacity or you are asking about this intercept. So the thing is, this line is when we create a data set, when we create a regression line, it basically extends from this data set to I don't know, you can see my mouse cursor or not. If we basically extend our line to downwards, so what will happen? We can get the negative values of the lung capacity. Now, those negative values do not mean anything because this is just a synthetic data. And I have put a random value of 6.5 as the height of the person. So you can understand that if we extend this regression line, which is going between the data set, if we extend it downward, we can have negative predictions also. So those negative predictions in this case do not mean anything because lung capacity can be 0, obviously, if the person is not alive, or it can be positive. So lung capacity cannot be negative in this case. So because this is just a synthetic data, it is not behaving appropriately. So you may consider it as 0. Any other question on chat? Yeah, Anjali, very knowledgeable and interactive session. Thank you so very much. Cross-validation I have already discussed. And fruitful session, very informative. Thank you. Kindly share your email. So I have already shared my email. I am also writing on chat s.makkar@shu.ac.uk. This is my email ID. This is my work email ID if you want to be in touch with me for any research work. Or I am also giving you my personal email ID, which is bajajsandhya@gmail.com. So you can contact me in any of the email IDs. I think, okay, this is the feedback link. So I will appreciate if you will fill the feedback form as well, sent by Dr. Nilesh, I guess. Thank you, Amna. I have one paper which I'm currently working on, facing few issues. Yes, we can connect, Amna. You can email me and we can discuss about it. We can set up a meeting. Yeah, I think now we can close our session. Dr. Anjana, what do you say?
Yes, ma'am, we'll conclude the session.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you for your patience. And maybe you would have learned something from here.
Yes, ma'am, definitely we have learned a lot.
Yeah, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for delivering such a informative session on uncovering employee job satisfaction using machine learning model. We have come to know the main factors which are affecting the employee job satisfaction are age and the pay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, bye, everyone.
Just wait for a sec, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, to express our gratitude for conducting such a informative session, I would request you to accept a token of appreciation, the virtual memento, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so very much. So we are now developed ourselves so much that we are now sharing digital certificates. So I really liked it, especially the frame, the golden frame. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Archana, and thank you, maybe Ekta, who has invited me. And thank you for maybe engaging the session. The participants actually engaged and asked very fruitful questions. So thank you so very much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Dr. Sandhya Makkar. Thank
Everybody.
you, Dr. Sandhya. It was really informative session. I am Dr. Maninder, Director, Guru Nanak Institute of Management this side. So I was just hearing and going through your session. Really appreciate my team through which you have been able and we have been able to hear to your
obviously the case study and obviously the versions which have come up. I hope that all the participants definitely will be benefited by what you have shared with us. And we will be in contact with you and hope that the further individual sessions and many more to come can be connected along with you. Thanks a lot.
I am totally in for that. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Manindu, ma'am. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Most welcome. Yeah, thank you, Ji.
All participants can leave now and we'll meet tomorrow.
Archana, you can have a pick also if you want, because with Sandhya ma'am, I think we don't have one.
Yes. Sandhya ma'am?
Has she left?
Yes, ma'am.
I think she's left.
We'll take it from the recording, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, good night to everybody. So we have been taking a bit of late today, but it was really informative because where information is being sorted out, so time doesn't matter. So thanks a lot to everybody, for my team specifically and my staff members from Guru Nanak Institute of Management, everyone who has been a very productive part of this whole sessions. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for being and having so patiently hearing it up. Definitely you will be benefiting from it. Good night and see you again tomorrow, 6 o'clock, with the whole new team and with the whole new vision to learn more. Thank you and good night to everyone.
Good night, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.